Ba-ba, ba-da-da-da. Hey everyone!
Michelle, you had to be different, didn't you?
Oh my god, Michelle, your shirt is so last year. How
Oh my
embarrassing for you.
god.
Oh my god, you got the wrong shirt. That must be so embarrassing for you.
So embarrassing.
We've got a uniform because we're forming a cult. And
Because we're
I
at
hope
uni.
at uni. Shout out in the chat if you're also wearing your t-shirt. Welcome to Wicked Game.
Willkommen, bienvenue.
I'm Lydia. I'll be the dungeon master this evening. And this is the rest of the team. We got Michelle, we got Nikki, we got Tom. And
Hi.
we're here to play our D&D 5e Arcane University game called the Divisia Sensus. If you are new, welcome. And don't worry about this being session 13. Ooh, is it going to be unlucky for anyone?
Yeah.
Because you can watch, you can catch up on YouTube or VOD or whatever you fancy. Additionally, I'm going to do a little brief telling you what, synopsis is the word I'm looking for. After,
Sweet, remind me to sort that out.
sort what?
Carry on.
First of our announcements, as always, is our darling moderators. Rooney Runes, Sweet Poison, Automatic Flash, Joshy Longlegs, Chris Reefham, Metham?
Reefham?
That's the wrongest you've been, and you've been calling Automatic Flash Atomic Flash for months.
It's not an intro if I don't fuck up a little bit.
Yeah.
We're very appreciative of you holding down the fort so we can concentrate as much as we possibly can on being all magical and mythical as much as possible. Sorry about that, Chris. Stupid. I'm literally reading your name here. It's just anyway.
Is it a football club?
I don't know. I couldn't possibly tell you why that happened in my head. I couldn't tell you. Dice and Slice, they've got a new podcast ep out. I really can't talk. So go and grab that wherever you get your pods. It's got a bit of Tom in it, little wee bit of Tom, if you're interested in that kind of content.
Who joins a pirate game and calls his character Boaty?
I didn't realise.
Some other heroes, they stream every Sunday and they're stupendous. So watch that, please.
They're taking a short break until September because birthdays and life, so they're using that as a chance to take a little break, but they'll be back in September.
But what a great time to catch up.
What a great time to get into that back catalogue of content.
Yes.
No Dragon Age tomorrow. Yeah. We are going to be. We basically last week we finished the game, regular part of the game and the Descent part of the game, and we're going to be launching ourselves finally into Trespasser, which is kind of the whole point for us. Very shortly, but not tomorrow. I think that's everything. The briefest that we've been. So previously on the Divisia Sensus. Our friends, Hiraeth, Sunny, and Agatha, and Pnevma, are first years at the prodigious school called the Divisia Sensus. They're pretty much on the last day of the month, of their very first month, and after many trials and tribulations, they celebrated Saith Day. That was full of wholesome trickery to worship the god of trickery, no less. And now they have a bonus day off, a holiday called Spria, which only comes around every few years and is everything about it is considered the epitome of bonus day, extra times. So that's about it, Nikki. Roll the thing. In the heart of Mar Iridia, looking over the glittering city of Solorea, is the world's finest centre of learning, the Divisia Sensus. For centuries, this school has hosted the rich and influential and the greatest minds to have ever lived. Geniuses, leaders, holy figures, and legendary adventurers all had their start here. Though the school is built on old foundations, you won't find more advanced facilities for the arcane, alchemical, artistic, or academic, all behind powerful wards. The Divisia Sensus has the finest and most comfortable sanatorium in the known world. We pride ourselves on the care we give to those whose encounter with magic ended with a broken mind. Each year, we instruct students from far and wide in their chosen subjects and the rigours of life at the pinnacle of their field. There is no greater, safer, or more prestigious environment in which to receive an education. Lady Sophronia Epissimos, High Master of Divisia Sensus, welcomes you. Welcome back. It is a sunny, bright morning of the 19th of Vena, which is late spring. And everyone is collected together in the congregational part. That's not right. The common area of your cloister. Everyone has sort of stood up from sofas and come in from their own bedroom areas to meet Epina Kiss, who is the mother of Pnevma Kiss. And there she stands in her pink linen dungaree jumpsuit and her big sun hat and her little neckerchief, smiling broadly at everyone, holding the hand of her monochrome daughter, as Sunny has lugged quite a lot of luggage up to the cloister, and is sort of still kind of lugging it in and still being part of the conversation as he sort of goes backwards and forwards. And she's done the very basic kind of, oh, hello, as she kind of shakes some hands, and you get the impression that she's only really being introduced out of societal norms. She already knows exactly who everyone is from information that Pnevma has given. And then she says, I will need to find a place to stay in town. But so thank you so much for bringing my stuff up. But I'm actually going to go back down again now. And I don't know if anybody has any recommendations of places to stay in the
Would I know a good place to stay?
I absolutely imagine that you would know of where is a good place, where is a good inn, somewhere comfortable that's not going to rip
down the way. I slept in Wetherspoon once.
Yeah, would you recommend it to people though?
No. Yeah, because jokingly Agatha could offer her old room up at the Epina, but she is not going to do that.
What an insane sentence!
I know.
I know that it is Spria today. I was so sad that I didn't get to celebrate safe with everybody, because it's I really love that day of the year. But I was hoping that, I'm definitely going to spend it with Pnevma, my darling Pnevma, but if everybody else ever has any time in the day, I'd love to celebrate a Solorea Spria. It is a great holiday.
Yeah, I really like this holiday, and I was going to take everyone to maybe go see my family, because everyone gets out on the streets and stuff, and we all have there's fun games and stuff. If everyone wants to do that, obviously we could do whatever though. I don't want to take up anyone's time.
I want to know what this city is like in particular, because of course every city does Spray a little bit different, but I think Solorea will probably be very fun, and you are from Solorea.
There's like real fun things. There's like games and like raffles and stuff, so you can like win stuff, and it like goes to charity. Or you can like one year they did this thing where like you had to catch an oily pig. It's weird. I don't know if that's happening this year, but like
genuinely thought you were going to go. There's a sports day. Some crazy people stay up for 24 hours, but I don't know why you would do that.
They play this game for 24 hours. I don't really get it. But yeah, there's that. But the best thing is there tends to be a tug of war between the custers and some of the Divisia students, which is kind of fun.
I would very much like. I would love to watch that very much. And also, if there is, I assume like everywhere else, there is kind of street parties with food and drink. I'd love to. I did bring some food and drink from the tomb with me, but we could pick up some more if anywhere is open. I know it's always a nightmare to try and buy things on this day, but we must not come empty-handed to anywhere that we go to eat and drink.
Where did she say she bought food from?
I heard the tomb.
Yeah,
La Tombe, Lutomb. It's a place very much south of here.
The tomb is very different than the tomb.
Yeah.
The tomb.
I heard, and I was like,
I like to think that regardless, like a bunch of heads like snap round and then realize it's not what she said.
Because it's first thing. Bing Bong shits herself.
Yeah, I don't know like where we could get stuff from. I was thinking of maybe going to see Udon, if we could maybe buy some, like a jar of their mango stuff.
Oh, there's Udon is a shop?
No. They're a student here.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
They could make a shop. I'm sure they would make great profits.
There might be some places that are open, and I'll mention a few like that might be open that we can stop by on the way.
Well, I'm going to make sure that I've got a room secured, which might be a bit tricky. I'm going to do that, and then maybe I can meet you somewhere in particular in a few hours.
What do you, the rest of you want to do? Like, do you want to like go now, or like, or you've got stuff to do, or?
I think Hariath has just kind of been like watching the kind of dynamics between Pnevma and Epina, sort of just with a sort of slight smile on his face this entire time, and still watching it all kind of happen. He sort of says, "I'm very happy for whatever you would like to do."
Well, maybe I know that there is, a kind of like a little square that's at the bottom of the hill that leads up to the school. Maybe I just meet you there in a few hours.
Yeah. That's. Do I know where like this stuff is normally held, or like would we have one in our borough, or?
Yeah, it's essentially the big thoroughfare streets have quite grand like setups, but in little like neighborhood pockets there are like smaller street parties which are often like more intimate and more fun, and then in a lot of the town squares are where there's lots of activities, so you can like wander through and where there would on normal days be like markets set up there, it's more like a fete or a fair.
Cool.
And then most other streets will then have, everyone's basically brought out their dining room table and like stuck them all back to back, and everyone, it's all like a mishmash of what is the bed sheet that goes on a table? Oh my God, am I having a stroke? What's wrong?
What is the bed sheet that goes on a table? It sounds an awful lot like you're describing how we celebrated the Jubilee when I was a lad every year.
Oh my God, Christ. Okay, mismatch of tablecloths, and like everyone sort of brings a dish ish and a bottle or something. So it's, you throw a stone essentially and find something. It's not one of those things where people cordon off their street and they're like, "You're not local, you don't get to sit with us." It's, you know, everyone's invited.
Then yeah, like if you meet us there, we'll go find Udon and maybe. Oh god, I'm normally better prepared. I have not got anything to take.
I suppose you just sort of like bring your family's offering normally, right?
Yeah, I normally go with them, so like it's whatever we've got left over.
Tell you what, I have been looking forward to drinking some mead. Do you think that your family will bring some kind of mead at all? Because I just want to try it so much.
They definitely will. I just ask if you don't like it, just try one actually at the Epina, because my dad likes to experiment, and sometimes they're real good.
Sometimes they're chocolate and it's a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure he must be incredibly talented, so I can't wait to try everything that he has on offer.
Yeah. Right.
And Christ, that's just a lot of ice in one mouth. I'm sorry, that's awful for people to see.
Horrendous.
I mean, someone's gonna clip it though.
No,
You
don't
realise
clip it,
that?
don't clip it. It can just be between us and YouTube. That's all. No one else.
It's either gonna be Rooney or it's gonna be me, Lydia.
I can't believe you scribbled ice
It's
out
fine.
of
It
your mouth.
was
Move
just. It's just okay.
We'll move on from it.
She leaves, and
There's never with her.
Nevma's going to help her with her
Yeah.
luggage. Yeah. And you know, bit by bit, those sorts of bags and trunks and stuff get taken away, and it's the three of you left, but the doors are open to Bing Bong and Pluto and Pluto's rooms, and they're just sort of, they're not having a lie-in because they've opened the doors, but they're just making sure that they're like resting as much as possible in the morning, because you don't get a lot of lions in this place. So
Can we just let them know where we're going? Like,
yeah.
we're going down here. If you want to join us, that's where we'll be. You're welcome.
We're not
join.
going yet,
Yeah.
though, right?
Oh no, we're gonna go to Udon first. But like,
While you guys go to Udon, do you mind if I go do something different?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, if you want to do anything,
Yeah,
then.
yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Also need to put some clothes on, you know.
Are you naked?
I'm not naked. I'm wearing. I just threw on a top.
You just ran through the school and introduced yourself to Epina, and then carried luggage with absolutely no clothes on.
I mean, he's walked through the school in just shorts before.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I
what
thought
are you
that
up
was
to,
just the
Sonny?
slap of your flip-flops.
What are you up to, Sonny?
I want to go to like Cole and Ionra's cloister. I can't remember anyone else's name from that
Yep.
cloister.
Sebastian
Sebastian.
and
Cinder.
Cinder.
There we go. Yeah.
And the second years, Belinda and Jake. You are the door is already open, and they're kind of lounging on their little sofas that they've got, and sort of idly putting little backpacks together for things that they might want, because they'll, you know, you sort of imagine they'll go straight from breakfast. It's all four of them there, and they all sort of look up, and
You're right.
Sebastian kind of goes,
Yeah,
hi.
Hi. Yeah. Look, I know it's like day off or whatnot, and like, I mean, some people don't want to talk work, or like, you know, business and stuff, and it's like not a done thing. But like, I want to talk to you about what happened at Caligula's, and just sort of some things have changed from it. No. Like, right. I'm just gonna say it all so that like there's no like misconstruing, right? I appreciate that what I said might have like, you know, shifted the dynamic in our sort of like friendship relationship, collaboratorships kind of situation. So I apologise for that, but I know I also wasn't comfortable, you know, doing a non-truth, and I also didn't think personally it was best for, you know, like to put your education aside for the chance. Anyhow, and then I was like, oh, I'll offer to like pay for you to like, or like help you get to Qualar and give you some stuff and all these things, and like I thought that might be a bit much, and that also made it worse. And then I was like, look, you think on it and you let me know. And I was like, oh, I've sort of like tangentially and accidentally made it like you have to come and like, ask me for a favor. And I just, for all of that, like, I wouldn't change what I said, but I do want to apologize for it in the context of the situation, if that makes sense. Anyway, the stuff that changes that we're actually going to go to the Emer Edifos for our thing, which is different from your thing, right? And I thought maybe instead of it being like me giving you a gift, we're going to be paying for the teleportation anyway. There's going to be spaces in it. You may as well come with us. It's no favour whatsoever. Like, there's literally going to be spaces on the teleportation circle. We're going to be going the same way. Like, it's just sort of like we can head to the Emer Ediforce together and then like split off and do our own thing. It's no like skin off my back. I just wanted to like let you know that's what's happening, and all we'd have to do is sync up our schedules. That's literally it. No favours or nothing.
They kind of like glance at one another, and there's this like pause where.
I can wait outside for a minute if you guys want to talk.
No, I think, I think, I think it's really important, I feel like we're basically keeps like glancing back to make sure that he is saying the right thing. We are basically on the same page, but we really, really never asked for your real help. We really never actually asked for a favor or, and we right, guys? But seeing as you would be going and using a teleporter, and it would be 8 people, and you'd have 4 spare places, I think we can. I'm going to say it. We can definitely do. I think that'd be wonderful. I don't know when you're planning on doing that. Whether it's really soon, because we've done a lot of like work already on.
We need to link up schedules and stuff, but like I just wanted to put that out there because I know all you actually asked me to do was to say to the headmaster that I was going to sponsor you, and I didn't actually have to do anything, but I just didn't feel comfortable with that aspect of it. So and then I tried to overcorrect, and I sort of made everything weird, and now I'm sort of overcorrecting by laying out the situation as it is in truth, and sort of like my dad always say there's not really luck, it's just preparation mean opportunity, and you've done so much work and planning to do with your presentation, and knock, here's opportunity.
Your dad ran a gambling facility.
Yeah, and a tavern, and yeah.
It's good to know. Well, I think what we never said, and I know I can't speak for them, but I'm going to say it for me, is that we put you in an awkward position in the first place, and we only did that because we felt quite desperate at the time, and we just got really excited.
I get it, and I got excited, and then I overcorrected. It was sort of like we were trying to.
But none of that would have happened if we hadn't have put you in that position, asked you that thing in the first place. So
you were looking for opportunity, and that's absolutely fine. I've got so much respect for that. I think this is a really good way to this is the equilibrium wherein which I can feel better about how weird I made it, and it's actually we'll be paying for the teleportation anyways, right?
That's incredible. That's incredible.
We're paying for the teleportation. There's going to be space. You could jump on in,
Perfect.
And that's fine.
Because then we only really need to because we've already started raising funds for mounts and healing potions and all so then we only have to think about that stuff, which is perfect. So thank you so much.
And not in terms of a gift sense, but if we teleport into Quillar and kind of go, I can kind of give recommendations of where to get stuff, because that's where I'm from, that's where I live, that's where I grew up. So not in do you a favor, just in I know where stuff is, so I can make life a bit easier.
Yeah, because I'm not from that area at all, and I've been reading this rough guide from the library, and I think it's about 20 years out of date, so I'm not sure. I get that it's get the general gist, but I don't know.
Just pro tip, lots of thin layers. And if you
right.
can get it, just a strip of really good silk, because you put it over your eyes and then you don't get sand in your eyes, but it needs to be really good, so fine that you can see through it.
Right.
I
got a lot of see-through shirts.
That might do the job, but it's just for like your eyes, not your mouth.
Okay.
It's just cling film.
Okay, great. Enjoy your day off.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you around. Thank you so much. That's wonderful.
We'll get in touch when we've got a better idea of what our schedule looks like, and we can kind of sync up.
Yeah. And you sort of walk out and you sort of hear him immediately turn around and go, I hope that was okay. I didn't want to speak on anyone's behalf. He's just sort of like immediately apologizing. So he turns around. Cool. And it is just a hop, skip and a jump back to Cloister. Although you could well meet people on the way down to breakfast.
I wanted to do a real quick thing.
Yeah.
Agatha's gonna just summon Mr. Fay.
Yeah.
He needs a theme tune. Which is like, Mr. Fay.
Professor Whiskers! Meow!
Oh, that's what I'm gonna think of now.
It fully is.
Yeah. He looks like that too, but we're all like, that's a cat.
This is a reference that literally no one but the three of us get.
Don't know. I know.
No, I'm gonna summon him and crouch down to him and just be like,
What did you fucking do?
Hi, so I don't fully understand how this stuff works 100%, but I know you're coming here to help me out, so I thought maybe today's my day off, so you can just kind of wander and stuff. I thought it might be nice if you just wander, but basically, and I don't know if you can understand me, but if you're ever I really want to go back, just sit at the left side of my feet and I'll just send you back, but otherwise I thought then you can come and because I don't know, it might be fun to just wander around here as a cat, but I kind of wanted you to have some sort of control about when you go back and if you want to go back. Obviously if I need you, I'll try and be quick about it.
He just starts walking off down the hallway mid-sentence.
Oh, okay, you're going. You don't want to hang out? No, that's fine. Have a good time, Mr. Fay.
Ooh, dickhead.
All right. Okay. Shall we head off, Hariah?
Harath just watched that happen and just kind of just smiles slightly sardonically to himself and goes, "Yeah, let's go." You don't have to, you don't have to be overtly at his beck and call just because of me. You're aware of that.
Oh no, I know, but it also just feels like there's not really any way to communicate, and I wouldn't, I don't know if I'm pulling him away from his family dinner. I don't want to
I can tell you that you're not doing that. No.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna retract that. I think I've told one person for now.
Yeah.
That's I think. Yeah, I think that's an internal O.
All right. Let's go.
Shall we see if we can find Udon at breakfast, or shall we?
Yeah, let's just find Udon at breakfast. Yeah.
Perfect.
How
are you feeling? Oh.
No, you go.
No. I refuse.
What did you say, Thomas?
I simply no. Okay. I was just gonna say. How are you feeling about today? I don't much like Save Day. I'm not entirely sure what we're celebrating, but
Well, so it's like an extra day. Okay, so the month it normally ends on the 18th. So today would normally be the first of. Well, next month.
Benna. Asin, sorry.
Asin.
Yeah, Asin.
Today would normally be the first face-in, but we get an extra day every 4 years or so, and so everyone sort of celebrates because it's you got an extra bit of time, an extra day.
Is it a gift of the gods, or?
No, it's
One of the
just-
rare holidays that's got nothing to do with gods at all.
Yeah, no gods, just something to do with
Good old Queen of England.
the days and stuff. The Queen of England, you know her?
We all know which holiday we're going to get from her next.
Okay.
Yeah, we had breakfast.
I'll if you like, I'll add a little bit to that so that
Please.
we're not kind of repeating it a lot, which is that, you know, it is, as I said before, it's like everything about it is like, this is a spare day, it's unusual, so people kind of, it's not just about coming together and not working and doing what you want to in that day. It's also about like, what is unusual or daring that I don't normally do in my normal day, and I would do on this day that is like a spare day.
Okay.
And so some people, not everybody does this, but like, for example, as you are walking through, or maybe you saw it this morning when you got out of bed, when you look out of the window, there are a few students who have, for the first time, dared to cast fly on themselves and are like flying around over the city, who might have been a little bit too scared of heights to do it before. You see a few people in the hallways who are dressed a little bit more flamboyantly because they maybe aren't daring enough to be fashion forward. It's not like a full bungee jump kind of situation, but it's just a little bit like, what can I do with this day that I don't usually do?
What can I do with this day that I don't usually do? Stab Kai.
No,
Joking.
You want to do that every day,
It's
so
okay.
it's not different.
Fuck Kai.
Please don't do that either.
Sorry, I'll stop.
Breakfast today is very much like, there's no it's like the serving hatches are not open, and they just have like fruit and bread and stuff out for you to, like a cold breakfast for you to sort yourself out. And there's a fair amount of people there. You do see, for example, Udon and Corner and Prime are there filling their bags up with stuff because there's no stuff there, so it's just like, okay, cool, we've got food for the rest of the day should we need it. And yeah, so there is Udon to chat to.
So did you want to do something first?
No.
Oh,
I'm doing. It's a thing. I'm pinning.
Okay.
Like. No one can see it on stream. You see it until you said something. People could see that I was doing this.
yeah, we'll head over to Udon's table.
I haven't got any more. I've given it all now, I promise.
No more hot sauce?
No, the sweets.
Tani.
I promised that I did give it all.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
We believe you. We were just wondering if you have any jars of anything you've made that we can like buy off of you. We're going to a thing today, and it's like you should bring something, but I'm not really much of a cook or anything, so.
Oh, and Corner kind of goes, you can give them that that thing that you made. I'm not going to eat that, no offense, so you can give that to them. And Udon goes, all right, and pulls out essentially an absolutely giant roll, like fruit roll up, like sticky orange fruit roll up, which is it's like a disc that's about this big, and puts it down, and it's so sticky that she doesn't want to come off her fingers, but she just pops it down the table and goes, it's kind of like jerky, but it's mango and it's got chilies and spices and stuff in it, so it's not really something you'd bring to, I don't think, a dinner, but
But when we're sharing.
have a try and then see, because that's all I've got really. You know, I'm sort of lacking ingredients and space. They don't. Do you know they don't have a cookery club here?
Is that something? Are you able to like make things yourself? As in,
I mean,
in
I
clubs
do
and things
alchemy club, and I do all of that kind of stuff. It's my like secondary as well, and I just sort of, you know, I make fewer potions than I do food.
I mean, surely there's a way for us to come together and create a club or something like that.
Yeah, maybe I should talk to someone about starting a new club, but I guess unless you have a teacher that can do it, it's a bit tricky. Anyway, try a bit of this
Can I
stuff.
use a mage hand? Because I don't. It's so sticky.
Yeah, you pull some away, and it does that thing of like, because you've got, it's one mage hand, you pull it and it starts unraveling the disc, and then it's like somebody else has to put their hand on it in order to pull, and then it just stretches really thin. Anyway, after a long like sticky moment, you have a bit of this chewy substance.
I'll try it.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. Oh, okay. That's a dirty 20.
Incredible. The first flavor that you get is like incredible syrupy sweet, that kind of sweet that you get where it's boosted by like star anise and those sorts of like spices. It's very like warm in all its like flavors, and then you get this enormous kick of spice that is like it's real chili flakes, not fresh chilies kind of spice, and your nose immediately starts streaming, your face goes bright red, you're sweating, but you do not like start crying, which is where other people have failed in the past.
Violet.
Oh,
You're
no.
turning violet.
Are you okay?
Yeah. That's quite hot, actually. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of it, and I don't think I can have it all, so I wouldn't sell it, yeah. And I do realise not to everybody's taste. But Hiraeth, if you just want it, you can have it.
Well, if you're sure, that would be much obliged.
It's a curse because it will clean your pockets out of its lint with its stickiness. I didn't have any paper to wrap it in, so
I can carry it for you, Hiraeth. With one mage hand, just like.
That's extra flavor if it picks up anything else, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. And hey, I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna say thank you, and sort of walk off a little bit. And as we walk off, I'm gonna sort of whisper to Agatha, is this something that is a family thing, or is it a communal thing?
No, like communal thing. It's not like, it's just my family will be there. It's not like a family thing though. No, it's more like all of the like business owners and stuff decide to take a day off. It's like we can all get together because we don't normally see each other, kind of thing.
Great.
Is that okay?
I sort of turn around and just say, hey, would you folks like to join us in town today? It's just getting to know you with the community of the town. If you all bring something to add to the celebrations, then
amazing.
You'd be more than welcome. Whether that's food, drink.
Corner's like going through their bag and pulls out a massive bunch of bananas and goes, "Would this do?"
Yeah.
I look back at Agatha.
Okay,
She's
cool.
still trying to like push back the tears and like get the taste out of her mouth.
You have a moment where you're trying to push back the tears and you go, "Oh my god, it's on my fingers! Oh my god, it's in my eyes!"
Anybody
like
got
fucking
some milk?
It's like edible napalm. It's
Yeah.
like sticky
Yeah.
and spicy. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. All I can do is apologize to Ash for taking her beautiful character and making her into this.
Just full chaos. We're here. We're
She's
here
more
for
than
it.
just chilly, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose with cooking, as I found out with my naan bread today. Okay, so you mosey out of breakfast, having eaten whatever you want. Yes.
I think if you have a finger up and you've had it there for a while, is it to do with breakfast, Nicholas?
It's sort of pre, during, and post. It's sort of like a overarching thing.
Cool. So just very quickly, because mine is a mid-breakfast thing, could I just take a little look around for Haze's?
Yeah.
Is she in here? They?
Yeah. That little like clump of that cloister click. Cloister click.
I thought you were talking about a person as a clump of something, and I was like,
That clump of cells and hair. Yes, she's here.
Yeah, she's like pouring a lot of sugar in a cup of coffee.
Awesome. I think I'm just going to sort of like peel away very, very slightly from Agatha and just kind of, in a sort of like do the kind of weird like stoop kind of hi kind of thing, but it looks cooler because I'm high fae. And just try to get her attention. Sorry, give me those pronouns for Hazes. Just very quickly.
She, her.
She, her. Thank you. Just sort of go, hi. Sorry, I just and just kind of like I'm just gonna sort of like pop my hair back over my ear for a second as I speak, and just in the and just sort of like sort of hanging from a small chain like on the cartilage piercing is the hand that's usually covered up by hair, but is the diamond hand, and as I just sort of like brush it over, I'm just going to sort of slightly show just to see if there's any recognition of it or anything like that from Hazes.
She drinks from her coffee and just pulls the coffee cup down, and where her shirt is like unbuttoned to her like cleavage, she just pulls a lapel apart, and you see like nestled in her décolletage is also a diamond hand, and then she just like back in and goes back to drinking.
Okay, amazing. And I just sort of ruffle my hair and hide it again, and just sort of give her ever so small wink, and just say, I just wanted to say, we are all heading to the into town later for communal get together with some of the. You are?
Well, certainly myself and Malvolio are. We'll be in. Well, we're just going to mosey around and see what's what.
Amazing. Just giving the heads up. Obviously, Agatha is accustomed to the town. If you bring something good to eat, good to drink, or just some way of adding to the celebration, you would be more than welcome to come with us for in our little group, if you so wish.
Yeah, Mal already took 3 loaves of bread, so we could probably bring that.
Have I met Mal yet?
No, Mal's actually at the table, like nodding along, like but almost like in the conversation. Mal is
Sorry, Mal. Hi.
Yes, hello. And he's a very, very handsome hobgoblin with like dark, shiny hair, like glossy, long hair. And even though it's like warm, he's got like a kind of leather biker jacket style with like no shirt on underneath, and is got that like warm pinky red skin and a real twinkle in his eye, and they're cloister mates, and
Incredible.
he also has like a bulging satchel that smells of freshly baked satchel of
A bulging satchel.
freshly baked bread.
Mal, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. And you are more than welcome to bring any of that bread over to our little
Perfect
area if you so wish.
Yeah.
Any of those buns. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. And kind of just slightly awkwardly kind of goes, yeah. Good to see you.
See you in a bit.
I love that Horiath has learnt about a thing, and what he's trying to do is going, I'm going to include everyone in this thing. But what it sounds like it's going, I've learnt this thing, I'm going to immediately go and talk to this person and tell them about it, as if it's like new information for everyone. Also,
did you know it's a holiday today? Well, yes.
Also, Horiath would love to be in a state of malaise.
Nice.
It's a threesome joke.
Malhaze. Very
Malhaze.
good.
Malhaze.
Malaise?
You're actually quite clever.
Actually, fuck off.
Okay, cool.
And
So I think I sort of wander back over to Agatha and kind of go, I don't know what that was. I just kind of I scuttled backwards in this situation.
I've never really seen you scuttle before.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know either. But do you think...
Why are you so awkward all of a sudden?
Maybe it's Spria. Maybe it's the spirit of Spria coming like into me. Maybe it's making me do all the things that I don't usually do. I'm not sure I like Spria. Maybe I need to go back and just sit in my room for a bit or something.
No. You can be an awkward person just with us. It's fine. But that's
okay.
It's, wow. So Pnevma like looks at you, Agatha, with like a bit of.
Agatha is
I'm just
like,
sort of.
Yeah. But also, it's also a bit like, it's so hot. Like my insides are so hot, and it won't stop.
So there's you trying not to shit, me kind of going. What's that? And Pnevma just going.
Pnevma's enjoying it, but she's also like scraping yogurt into a bowl for Agatha to like calm her stomach. Right, Sunny, what were you up to?
So, I would have just gone back and got dressed and met these guys at breakfast. So I'm probably showing up about now within the narrative. But walking past people, Sunny is going to be fast and loose with the compliments, especially if people look like they're a bit uneasy, because he's, I think this is true of Sunny normally, like even celebrating Spria in Quillar, but if people are trying to step out of their comfort zone, I think Sunny is A, all for that, and also B, they're more likely to be trying to represent their true selves within like a statement piece, and that's Kimber's all about that. So if he sees anyone who's like shy about leaving at the door, he's like, oh my god, you look so great today, have a great Spria, and especially if he sees some Beanbone, people say that the beard and the beret don't work, but you're absolutely smashing it. Just stuff like that.
Yeah, there's like there's a halfling that she's called Sarah, and she's a little shy.
She's the one from my clerical class that had a crush on Agatha when she was flying through the sky.
Yep. And Sarah usually dresses very like brown dress, brown boots, and today she wears a like baby pink silk shirt and like a tight pair of leather trousers, and you come up behind her and you give her a compliment and she's like immediately quite shocked and jumped.
Sarah,
but then she's
incredible, like, look, everyone deserves their moment to center stage, and this is yours. You look absolutely fantastic.
Thanks. I've had it in my in my chest for a long time, and I just thought, well, why not? It's Spria, and I was worried I wouldn't fit into it, but I feel quite cool in it.
You
think it
absolutely
looks
smashing, and I think it's about time that shirt saw the sun, don't you?
Yeah. She's got a real skip in her step now. That's lovely. And you sort of there's a bunch of other people that similar things happen, and it does that thing that happens when there's no true altruistic act, that you feel good because they feel good. It's a circle of feel good.
But just for like that, Sonny is going to be fast and loose with compliments as he like. Even just like a big wide smile, like good morning to people, like.
Yeah, lovely, love that. Wonderful. Right, so breakfast has been had, and you make your way.
All of the fruit and bread is gone. What has happened?
Do you want some yogurt?
No, I'm a vegan. I don't eat yogurt.
Oh yeah.
Sonny, what is this?
Oh, you're crabbing.
Oh, God. What are crabs?
They go like sideways rather than like forward or backwards. So when you see them move forward or backwards, it's really awkward.
How undignified. Okay.
I
guess I'm crabbing.
I don't think anyone really saw you. Just
No?
me and Pnevma.
Okay, that's
By
fine.
extension, literally everyone in the
And
world.
No, that's just keep it at you and never, please, for my sake.
Yeah, and it didn't even look that weird to me.
Have you hurt your leg?
Huh?
Have you hurt your leg?
Well, no, I didn't. That's the thing. Right what?
You're being weird.
Right what?
You're just being weird, mate. It happens to all of us sometimes.
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Right. Everyone's
Sorry.
raided this place for all the edible food, and like we've got like
There'll be food.
I knew that, but I've got nothing to bring.
What?
I'm going to probably go and like find a. I'm going to try and find a shop that's open. I think there must be one. Usually there's like,
one.
yeah, because I'd like to
Or-
kind of bring a bottle of something, and
Yeah.
Does it have to be food or drink?
Sort of something edible. Yeah. Why?
Oh, okay.
What were
We
you
just thought it
thinking?
might, like at the base of the mountains near Steeples, there's loads of really lovely wildflowers. I thought
Oh,
we could
you
like
could bring
go get a
that
big
would be
bunch.
lovely. Yeah, that'd be
That'd
really
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Or you might go do that, and then you meet you at the square. If anyone wants, if like I can do it myself, but if anyone wants to come, they can.
I'll come pick flowers. Yeah.
I think it'd be lovely.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to meet my mom, but I might bring mom to do the flower picking too, but just so that we're not like we don't lose each other.
It won't take long to pick the flowers. They're like right in the base. So like, if you want to go meet your mum and then we can come meet you at the square, like you won't be waiting around for us for long if we go now.
Okay.
You okay?
And yeah. I just I'm really excited that my mom's here, and I just want to make the most of it. But I want to make sure that you're here as well. And roll inside.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll all hang out together. Like, don't worry. Like, spend time with your mum. Enjoy it while she's here.
Dirty 20, Lydia. Daniel Bedingfield.
I'm gonna send you a message.
Love that.
Oh, you sneaky mom.
Sneaky mom.
Mom. You're probably gonna.
Why
have
is
a
that?
bellyache.
Why is that like so deeply ingrained in my
It's because
vocabulary?
He's been wronged, and he loves the person that wronged him so much he can't even bring himself to like be genuinely mad. He goes, "You sneaky mom."
Oh God, it's so good. It's so wholesome. It's so pure. That's Sunny. Fully.
Yeah.
That's Sunny.
You sneaky mom.
Twitchy, it's lovely to have you here. Thank you very much for being here.
Hiraeth,
Yes.
Are you okay? Like, I'm just, like, I know today's like a different thing for you, and I just wanted to make sure like you felt like comfortable with like everything Like, if you have any questions, like, ask me. You know, I can.
Thank you. It's just been a few days, and I'm assuming this is when is Nevma still here at this point?
Oh, I'll say this. She's peeled off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
flowers.
Cool. I kind of like look towards where sort of Nevma's gone, and it's just I just kind of say it's lovely to see Nevma see her mom. Yeah,
Right.
I think yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great point, Horiath. Absolutely great point.
Yeah.
Right. She needs us to be at our A game today.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Oh really?
This is Team Nevmer, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh for sure.
Yeah. Like we've got to be best behavior, top of the class, like best pals, friendships, like
Alright.
through the roof. All right. So
Are we protecting? Are we exemplifying? Or are we?
We're exemplifying both Nevmer and ourselves, right? I think it's important that she knows that Nevmer's got good friends around her, right? So we need to be the friends that we are, and also be the people that we are, right?
Yeah.
You know, incredible people, like great people. We need to showcase that, and also I'm looking at both of you here.
Mm-hmm.
If any drama kicks off, right, we pull it to one side. We deal with it quietly for today. Nothing needs to kick off today.
All right. I didn't.
Back and he's given everyone a telling to.
I mean,
I mean, just kind of like side eye Agatha for a second.
Yeah,
and just go,
side back.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm just saying, it's fine that life is messy sometimes, but if anything happens today, we take it to the side quietly and we go, this can wait till tomorrow, alright?
Yeah.
Of course. Of
All
course.
right, Sonny.
We can do
Sorry,
that.
Sonny.
No, I'm not telling you off, I'm just saying, best behaviour,
Okay.
clear eyes, full heart, can't lose.
Yeah.
I have to say, I
Oops.
put a hand on your arm and say, I have to say, I enjoy this, Sonny. And sort
Sonny
of
does
give
a
you a
weird
wink.
crab walk backwards.
All this time, Sonny's had such a crush on Horiath that no one shipped it.
He does that thing like when you go to like put your hand on someone's shoulder and they go,
Like a cat. No.
right,
Just fully opossum it.
yeah. Right, let's get these
Anyway.
flowers. Right,
Yeah,
it's-
like let's just go grab some. We won't want to take too
no,
many.
we take one bunch.
Yeah.
One bunch.
Okay.
Bin bench.
Okay.
One,
Can you
one
roll-
bunch.
Someone roll survival.
May.
If anyone has proficiency, then they can
Hey.
assist. You know the rules.
Wait, does anyone have proficiency in survival? Would like to help them out?
Nah.
Fucking you. lot
I'd like
use-
to announce that Malloy is holding my hand off camera.
Aww.
That's very sweet.
One bench.
Winning.
Well,
Can I
bench.
performance the flowers?
Can I do a nature
22.
check?
You can. Why did I not do nature? 22 is good. You can roll nature.
18.
18 is good.
One bench.
I want a bunch.
One bench.
With survival, you find a good, like
Sonny's
supposed
been here so much. Like, I think survival is remembering where they are in the trail.
remembering where they are, but also remembering like there was these white ones here, but then there were these like orangey kind of tiger lily sort of affairs here, and then with nature, Agatha, you kind of put the big bunch together and do that thing of like, well, you've got to like pick the stamens off this one, otherwise they stain your clothes, and then you've got to, and this color would look, so you kind of do the nature element of it.
Yeah.
And it is not long at all before you have really kind of a big, it's almost more of like a table centerpiece than just like a bunch of flowers. And with that, I'll sort of add in with that 18 that you use a bunch of like little vines and grasses and stuff to kind of bind it all together at the bottom so that it's quite sturdy.
Whilst these two are doing this, because Horiath doesn't really know,
Horiath's doing the
how to help.
walk through the field, just running his hands over the tips of flowers.
except crabbing. No, I think like. Do I still have some of the kind of some of my homeland left in me enough to kind of just pop to one side and just kind of like start fake crafting a few kind of flowers? Almost
trying
like,
to take over the material plane. You are.
And they'll never know.
Invasive species, actually, mate. So
this is the beginning of Stranger Things Solorea edition. No, just sort of like just creating a few sort of flowers, like some sort of stalky. I don't know anything about fucking botany, but some sort of stalkier ones that I can kind of take the heads off and kind of use as like. Sort of to go behind ears, to go in lapel pins, kind of like just a nice sort of like summery kind of thing that I can just pop in like a basket or something and give out to people potentially.
I mean, I think if you remember, when you were like asking what you asked me off stream once, what are sorts of flowers that seem like they're native to the Feywild? Jesus.
Yeah.
And I sent back a few pictures, and one of them are one of my own personal favorites, which is Canterbury bells. And I would say that those are really good for lapels because they've got a lot of like beautiful structured purple bell flowers that kind of hang down. So they not only can you pop them in your lapel, but then they dingle dangle a little bit. Wait, what did I say that was naughty?
I'll listen.
The purple bells that dingle dangle.
Okay.
I'll fake craft a bunch of bells so I can put them near people's faces. Like that's what you're saying.
You're so fucking wholesome with my flower knowledge, and you're just immediately like apple balls.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I think I'll just sort of like try and make a few of them just to kind of bring and like just pick a few myself for lapels and for kind of behind ears for Agatha and things like that, and just make a small posy for posy.
Yeah. I mean, you could also, you know, I think your fake craft would go so far as to, you could make like a little flower crown of it's like a little Easter bonnet of dangly bells.
Agatha is wearing her clip, by the way, so she's got like that sort of floral thing going on.
Yes.
She's being brave and wearing it today.
It looks so good on you. You know, like it evokes so much of, you know, what makes your like family's livelihood. So it's sort of like a cyclical, like from beginning to results being you know, being the person you are.
Thanks, Sunny.
You're still sort of getting used to the fluttering gems, and you know, it just takes maybe an hour of wearing it for you not to see them out of the corner of your eye and be like,
yeah.
And then you're sort of used to it. Cool.
I genuinely had a friend who every single time, he used to be the most relaxed person in the world, but every time there was like an insect around, like a flying insect, he would literally like run until he was like at least sort of 10 meters away from it. I just imagine you just doing that.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I once when I was out with our friend Zan, had a bee land on the inside of my glasses lens, and she freaked the fuck out, and I was like, it's fine, and I took my glasses off and let her fly away. The whole time she was walking backwards from me going
you just going, why are you running? Why are you running? Anyway, sorry.
Okay. And as you walk back to into like the city again, back towards the square, you can see now that the city is, you know, overnight, because were you guys in the city? Yeah, because it was Saith Day. Overnight, sort of out of nowhere, there's just bunting everywhere, and already you can see that it looks quite transformed, and it looks gorgeous. And there's a lovely breeze today as well that just makes the kind of bright sunshine. There's no oppressive heat. God, that's just literally wishful thinking on my behalf. But it's a gorgeous day, and the bunting and the like canopies and stuff flutter, and it's lovely. And already you see in some of the streets there are games and stalls and stuff like that set up.
Is there anything more beautiful in this world than bunting?
People.
I don't know, mate. On the right day, when the sun catches the bunting as it rises. I'm joking, mate. I love bunting, though. Like,
Horiath is just actually thinking about sewing people onto a rope and hanging it from, like, building to building, watching them fly.
Horiath is secretly going, I wonder who drew the short straw to be the bunting boy today, this year, as the bunting
George.
boy just explodes into bunting. Sorry, my mind is a weird place today. I apologise.
I'm going to tell you a few. Well, no, actually, Agatha can tell you a few things.
2 truths and a lie.
Agatha will say a few things that always happen, and then I'll tell you a few things that you walk by.
And one of them is always lying, and one of them is always telling
Okay, and guys, so I don't know which things you want to do. Obviously, I'd mentioned the tug of war, and Horiath, you seemed kind of excited about that, but that'll be later, probably.
Okay.
Bear in mind, the casters take it very seriously. It's a lot of fun. As I said, there's also one where, like, it's a copper piece to try and catch a pig with, like, an oiled up pig. It's very entertaining to watch. It's bizarre, I know. I don't know who thought of it, but it's a real treat every year.
Sorry, someone oils up. Who has the job of oiling up that pig?
Oh, that's Trevor's job. Do you remember
Of
Trevor?
course, it's Trevor's job.
It's actually a highly prestigious job. That's the only thing he does all year.
Oiler, yeah.
He gets sort of like an arts grant every year to oil
Yeah.
the pig.
It's a really tough job.
What's it oiled with? Bacon fat?
Probably not, mate.
Oh,
Probably actually not, mate.
I don't actually know. I never really questioned
Probably nothing
it.
that's going to cook it while it's alive.
There's also just some like raffle type things where it's like a copper piece to join in, and like whoever wins, they get like a basket of goodies, which is, fun.
lovely.
There's also a Jimpata thing where you like throw them, and you got to see who can get furthest.
Do you throw in the food?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll explain that one. I'll elaborate.
Yeah.
Because this is a game that gets played, and it is in fact Gimpart, which is a street food made that's a little like, if you want to start imagining a Scotch egg, immediately making it hard for people abroad, but the outside casing is potatoey, and the inside is often like herby, and then it changes from region to region, but it's most frequently like herby, and then sometimes it's got like pork or different meats.
It's like a bao bun, but instead of having bao dough, it's got
Potato.
what's the word? Gnocchi dough around it.
Yes. No. Yeah. And in this game, you stand a meter away from somebody and you throw the food, and then they catch it, and then every successful throw, you take a step back and you throw it again, and then you take a step back and you throw it again, and you've got to see how far you can get before the treat falls to pieces in your hand.
I'm going to be honest, Lydia. I think I'm maybe the only person in the world who has eaten this food. It won't take long.
It won't take long.
Yeah,
It won't take long.
You cook it like in a different way so that it lasts a bit longer. But so there's that, and there's also like puppet shows, but that's more for like the kids and stuff.
I would watch a puppet show.
Okay, like
Well, it's like I could fuck with a puppet show right now.
Right. It's not people puppets. It's just like actual like puppets.
yeah, you might enjoy it.
Just explain to me what people puppets is.
People puppets.
What's people puppets?
Is people puppets is like sometimes.
It's also called necromancy.
No, it's when
Yeah.
people like paint their faces to look like marionettes, and they pretend to be marionettes and do the show big scale.
No,
That sounds horrific. I want to see it.
Yeah, when it gets dark, they chase it. No, they don't.
They don't. I don't know what they do in Kuala, but it's not like
No.
that here.
Like they just sometimes in like a couple of years they did like the puppet show you normally do, like a classic puppet show, but like they dressed up as the puppets and they like painted their faces to make them look like wood and stuff, and they like did the
That
show.
sounds like drama club bullshit.
Yeah, that's not a puppet show, is it? That's just a regular.
just a
Punch and
people
Judy,
show.
Yeah, that's a
the
people
gritty
show.
reboot. Yeah, but they're like doing the classic puppet show as people acting like puppets.
Don't mess with the classics, yeah.
I didn't do it. It weren't me.
Judy being the classic.
Yeah, it's like it.
I've been reading the classics again. Have you heard of Punch and
It
Judy?
just becomes a bit not that fun to watch. You know, puppets hitting each other is fun, but like watching people actually hit each other, it gets real dark. real
Really
quick.
fun. Oh, dark, yeah.
They're not actually hitting each other, it's acting.
It's acting.
Yeah.
By the way, did I tell you that I started drama class?
You
No,
didn't.
that's so cool.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, but
It's
you timed it
What?
so badly. You probably haven't got a role. They probably already given them all out.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, they-
that's
they-
okay. You could probably help
they-
or something.
well, I'm an understudy for the one of the like supporting roles. Is that how you call them?
Oh, that's great.
Actually, you know, Janaris?
Yeah,
Janaris? Janaris?
Janaris.
Janaris? Do you know Janaris? Because I am actually his understudy. I'm
right.
actually his understudy.
That's
which
so good. Did
I
he not
kind
have
of-
an understudy beforehand and it was just like pure coincidence?
He did, and I feel bad about that, but I have enough on my conscience right now, so I think I'm gonna come to that
Well, no,
when
like,
I...
you would have just auditioned better,
Yeah,
right?
they like if they picked you, then they picked you. That's not you didn't make that
Yeah.
decision, did you?
It's not a competition. It's art.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Do you enjoy
But
it?
yeah,
though?
it's I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun.
Are you putting on a show?
Yeah.
Then when is it? When is it? We'll come watch, right? Sunny?
Yeah, of course we will.
I don't actually know when it's on.
Oh, okay.
It's probably going to be.
I need to figure that out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
It
Yeah.
might be, yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
this is
You're
why
at the,
you
you're
get
at the
study.
square now. You're at the square and you see that you see Pnevma first, and it takes a second to realize that she's standing and talking to somebody who sat on a chair having their hair done. And then you realize that is Epina, but she's changed, and she is very much out of her linen travel clothes, and is now wearing like high-waisted, like wide-legged, like silk billowing trousers with slits up the front, and a kind of little bustier thing. Like she just looks very. She looks like she's going to a ball a little bit.
Epina and Cece would be best friends.
100%.
100%. In fact, I think it would be Cece would go to the wife and go, please, can we have a courtesan, please?
Yeah.
And yes, she looks phenomenal, and she's getting her hair done by somebody who does like. There's a sign that says braiding, hair braiding, and she's having like not in that way. In a like, she's not getting. She's not.
okay.
There's no cultural appropriation cornrows here. It is like lots of sweeping sort of elven style. Again, not like elven as in a culturally appropriating elven hair styles, but just complicated braiding. And it's the woman is like, it's quite tough because she has an awful lot of hair, but there's lots of like looping braids and clips being put in and so on, and she waves you over. This was just one gold piece, and she's been here for ages.
It's so good. It looks so good.
Thank you.
Epina really suits you. You look so good. You look so nice.
Thank you. I'm going to keep
A vision.
it off my face. Yeah, thank you so much. Anyone else I happily pay for anybody to have braids. Hiraeth, you would look so good with some braids.
Oh, no, don't. Hey,
I just put my hand on one of Hiraeth's arm and just slowly bring the arm down, like you're doing it again.
Oh,
Come,
I-
sit. Come,
I would-
take a seat.
Love to. Thank you.
She
I
presses
got
a-
these for you. The little kind of bundle of fey flowers over a
I've
gift
seen these
from
kinds of flowers before.
a gift from my world, my plane. I hope you like them.
I love them so much. She tries to like work out a way of like wearing them so that she's not always like got them in her hand, and sort of.
I've given you a burden. Congratulations. Can you hold on to this live rat for me? I need to.
That's
she
interestingly.
Oh God, there's not a rat in
Interestingly,
that.
that I've given you a burden is on my dating profiles. That's what I was going to say.
She nestles them into like her little handbag so that they like spring out of the top of her handbag that she has over her shoulder. She puts a gold piece in the hand of the hair styler, who just sort of doesn't take any notes whatsoever, just begins work on your head.
She's got one hairstyle she's doing today, and she's doing it. She's face painting every kid as Spider-Man. Like she's got one.
This is. You want to be Barbie? You're a tiger.
Skeleton, tiger.
A tiger skeleton.
And so you'll sort of stand around and chat. She's going to. I'm going to say this. She's going to. Sunny, your hair is a little short for it, but she's going to push quite hard to
Epina,
have.
or the woman, or the person doing the hair.
Epina is going to push quite hard for Agatha to have a new and different hairstyle for today.
Oh no! I mean,
got this beautiful comb, and you could she could work something around it.
Agatha remembers what Sunny said, and it goes, that would be really lovely. Thank you, Mrs. Kiss. Only if you're sure though.
You must please call me Ep or Eppa or Epina, but not Mrs. Kiss.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you, Eppa.
That's quite all right. And after some time, it's nice because what that time does forces everyone to just stand still and chat and kind of get a lot of the awkward first chats out of the way and feel like by the time you've all got quite grand hairstyles and are walking away from this particular square, there's no more so where are you from and where are you from? And
I can't really if it would take me ages to grow my hair out on account of the horns, and there's that weird middle stage of it kind of resting over the top and sort of it would it's just a lot of hassle. So just basically keep it this length, to keep it tight.
You could also do extensions and stuff as you're walking through some streets. You walk past the puppet shows, and you just see little clumps of kids watching up at somebody who's doing puppet shows, and it is indeed
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, sat down right at the front across the.
It's just lots of little people all around a very large person with this incredibly elaborate hairdo. And he's up to his old tricks.
He knows exactly where to sit. I love this about him.
Yeah. He's an upstager. He's absolutely an upstager. You're slowly making your way to the nearer to the Epina, basically. And here's the thing, it's not customary for people to really make money today, but on the other hand, no one looks down on anybody that needs to make a few extra coppers. So there are people who have little stalls, or they even have a tray that's strapped around their neck that have got little bric-a-brac or whatever out to sell to make a few extra copper. And you get nearer, you get essentially into the borough that would be your kind of nearer to the Epina, and indeed there is somebody there who is doing a raffle, and there's lots and lots of prizes up for grabs, and it's 1 gold piece for a raffle ticket.
Can I offer you this? Because Agatha's been carrying this mango thing the whole time. What about this? Like trade?
For a raffle ticket.
Yeah.
Agatha, I will buy you a raffle ticket. It's okay.
Oh no.
Agatha, I reckon your dad will really like that.
Yeah, he will. All right. Yeah.
Dragonborn that you kind of offered it to sort of put his hand out to just look at it when you first said that, and now can't really extract his hand back again. And then a tug of war.
Wait.
Oh my word! What is this?
Yeah.
And he sort of licks his finger and goes.
I'm so
sort of
sorry, mate. I'm so sorry. Now, can we get 5 raffle tickets?
A female dragonborn like takes his place and goes, of course, and like rips off some little bits of paper. That will be 5 gold pieces.
I'll distribute a raffle ticket a person.
Can you just like tuck it in my pocket?
I tell you, I can do one better than that.
Yeah.
I will. Oh, that probably won't help. Purify food and drink won't help your sticky hands, will it?
It's right.
Banishes the object to a different realm.
It's fine. I'll use Mage Hand to hold it again, and I've just got 1 sticky hand. It's fine.
This is my sticky hand.
Spell admin. The spell admin is going, okay, purify food and what the fuck is that? Let's get rid of it. Yeah.
Pnevma gets quite excited by the raffle and buys extra tickets. She doesn't even really know why. She's sort of looking at the table and just sees like trinkets and is immediately like buying too many tickets.
No, it's fine because look, you know, it's going to a good cause too. So like, it's all great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they said it's for like the children's home. The money goes to the children's home, so I kind of figure.
Oh, I'm gonna buy another set of tickets. I'm spending 10 gold total.
I mean, that feels like I have to buy tickets as well. I will buy 5 tickets from you, sir. Miss.
So you make a note of how many tickets you bought. Nevma's got a
I
little
also
stat.
distribute.
You have bought 10
each.
And distributed. You bought 5 and you've distributed some.
And then I bought a second set of 5 but kept.
So
Cool,
I have
cool.
2.
You've got 2. I've got 6.
Okay.
I'm going to say a few of the things, just a couple of the things that you see on the table. I won't
Actually,
say.
I don't think that's the fun part of D&D. Listening. No,
You can see there's a couple of like little like deity trinkets, like medallions with the Hanlar symbol on them or whatever. There's also like a glass figurine of the Emperor. There's a healing potion. There's a gift card to a wig shop, and like a little book of poetry. There's like little random things like that.
Oh, I'm gonna put 5 more in. I want that was all so exciting. And Hariah fully wants a glass figurine of the Emperor to start his collection of.
Yeah, because you've got a glass figurine of your mum, so you might as well.
Oh, I thought you were going to start collecting Emperor memorabilia.
That sounded like the worst. You've got a glass figurine of your mum.
It fully is like being a tourist in London and going, I love this stuff. Yeah. I have so many pictures of the Queen of England.
Look at this little red bus.
I know your keys are suddenly loads of like little red buses and Big Bens just hanging off.
Phone boxes, yeah.
Toilet paper with corgis. Isn't it cute?
Cool. So you bought some of those things. It will draw later on, and you hear it before you see it. But you turn a corner into a square where there is, guns suddenly. Where what is normally a one of those like little gated gardens is been turned into, essentially in the gated garden is an oiled pig. And people are all around it, like standing on benches to see into the gated area. And there's somebody outside going, "Slippery sausage, come watch the game of slippery sausage." What is wrong with me?
All right, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Who's gonna have a go at slippery sausage?
One copper piece for slippery
Agatha.
sausage.
Yeah.
Agatha,
Yeah.
you did not mention it was called slippery sausage. You didn't mention that. You think you
Is
should have
that a
said
problem?
something? Look at Ryan, he's crying with laughter. You should have said something.
Yeah, this was worth it. This was really worth the wait. Hurrah, I really think you should have a go.
Oh,
How's
there will
Epin
never be.
reacting?
Pardon me, what are you looking for?
How's Epin reacting to the prospect of a greased up pig called slippery sausage?
Epina just loves everything. She's really excited. As soon as she sees there's a crowd of people, she she walks over to a bench, and as soon as somebody sees her, they offer her a hand to stand up on a bench so that she can get a good view as well. And she's just sort of ready to enjoy the show. You see inside where the kind of gate is to go in, there is Trevor with a pig just
just sat there with it, just going.
I never
thing
really
is,
thought
Trevor-
this was weird before. You guys acted like
Trevor
this.
famously has hands like sandpaper, which is why he's the only one who can hold the pig.
Yeah.
And now 2 shoes.
No, he catches the pig with his feet. That's why he doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah, he does in fact have his feet around the the bum area, and his hands are massaging the top.
This is that you could. Oh God, you've got such a way with words, Lydia. You've got such a way with words.
Can I just say, once a pig got loose in my street growing up, and everyone lost their shit. It was the first time I'd ever seen a pig in real life, and all of these.
Pig.
Pig's big.
It was okay, but all of the adults from the street, someone parked their car at the bottom of the road, horizontally, and they basically, everyone got their kids out, we've got to catch this pig, and it was just 13, 14, 10, 11-year-olds chasing a pig.
Yeah, see,
I
it's
think
fun.
a pig in an urban environment creates quite
It was
a lot of
insane.
excitement.
It was
Yeah.
so wild.
Right, are you having a go then, Sonny? Hurrah?
What?
I really think you've got to have a go.
What? Is it something you do every year, or are you especially good at it, or something?
It's I had a go at it a few years. It's not my bet. I'm not very good at it, so
Yeah.
it's one of those things you have to try it once, right?
I mean, absolutely.
It might be
Of
your
course.
calling, you know.
Right, right. After you.
Are you sure you don't want to go first?
It's just, no, I'm very sure that I don't want to go first.
Okay, and Hariah sort of takes the sort of
I can hold your
long
jacket.
coat, long coat that he usually wears off, and he's bare-chested underneath with a kind of slightly high-waisted set of trousers himself, and goes, "Let's try."
So you pay your copper piece to a kind of burly human gentleman, and there is a kind of moment where you cross paths with Trevor. You're waiting at the gate, and Trevor sees you and just pours a little bit of extra oil on the pig, and and goes. And you that's in the game.
His silence is way worse.
So unsettling. I think Hariah kind of recognizing him, so sort of goes, just sort of walks past him. And do I mean, what do I do? Do I just stand in the middle of this?
Well, pretty much as soon as Trevor stops massaging the oil in, the pig actually sort of makes a dash for it and just starts galloping around the little kind of little area, the sort of manicured garden type of thing, and it's already away from you, and you are locked into this to this garden area, and everybody's watching you, and as soon as it shuts, everyone, like, it's kind of like you've just gone into a fight ring, and everyone starts like, yeah, and cheering you on. So
pig.
so you have a choice of what you roll here to catch the pig, depending on what tactics you're going to use in this game of slippery sausage. You can go athletics or acrobatics or animal handling. You can do whatever.
Whatever it is, you shouldn't keep saying slippery sausage to me, please.
It's also so mean to the pig. You can't call the pig sausage.
We can and we do.
Let's have a little think. I think as soon as Horiath's in the pen, he kind of looks around and goes, "What am I doing?" and then the pig starts to run, and there's like almost that kind of feline kind of sort of predator prey sort of instinct comes in, and the bright sort of like orange eyes kind of just light up a little bit more, almost as if they're going circular. The pupils were going circular, and he kind of goes, okay, and just sort of like starts bounding towards it as fast as possible. Like,
you're going to go athletics and try and outrun it.
Absolutely athletics.
Hell
yes.
Yeah. That is probably the funniest version of slippery sausage, because it's just outrunning a pig. There's no outsmarting it. It's just outrunning it.
That's the thing. There is no outsmarting. It's just predator prey.
Right. Roll athletics as this pig is like, as it like runs around.
I'll tell you what. That was almost a 4. It wasn't. It's an 11 plus 5 for a 16.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to roll for the pig.
Roll for the pig.
You're going to outroll me as a pig? Oh, Twitchy, you came back at just the right time. I'm catching pigs. You start running, and you do a couple of like circuits around, and every time you kind of get near the pig, like does a little like a sidestep and starts running in the other direction. After a few circuits of running, you make a lunge for it, and you get your arms, like hands around it, and like a huge bar of soap, it's gone. Yeah. It's fully like the free running kind of chase like competitions that I see on TikTok a lot, and it looks really cool whilst that Horiath is doing this, like fully like vaulting over hedges and stuff like that, and then you realize that he's chasing a fucking pig, and it's remarkably less cool. What you've learned from that round, first of all, now you're covered in oil too, but you sort of stand up, and you realize everyone around you is now like screaming, because you sort of stand up and your chest is like glistening with oil, and you realize now that it can't just be athletics. You have to jump, use your athletics in a way that gets you all the way, so that you basically hug it and get your whole body around it, because if you go like this, it'll pop out. So you I don't know why so much. I'm really sad for myself right now. So basically, if you've got to hug it, otherwise it'll just go and escape.
That slippery sausage will slip.
I know that Tom took the mental time to add in an oink noise to his like squeeze noise. I know that. I saw that. I appreciate that. I also hate it. So
give me another athletics check for your second attempt.
You know what?
Be a 17. You got to be a 17.
Come on.
Can I like possibly get advantage for this? As I sort of like stand, I go, I see you, pig. Come and face me. As I cast Compel Duel on the pig.
Okay. I'm going to do
a
wisdom save.
So good.
I'm going to do a wisdom save for the pig.
Pigdom save.
Oh, that's a 5. I can't imagine a pig is overly wise. So
incredible. So yeah, it's compelled to fight me. No.
So you have a moment where you get up and you're glistening, and you just think, I can't outrun it. So you cast this spell, and the pig, who's running and squealing, suddenly skids and turns around and looks at you and starts like this and begins to like gallop.
And as it gallops, I just sort of ready myself just to go as it comes towards me. And I'm going to hold.
Oh my god!
up
I just rolled a natural 20 for its attack roll.
Can I? As it attacks, can I roll to like see if I catch it?
You can. You'll still take damage, but
sure.
you still only. I'll keep the old. You have to get over a 17 to hug it in its attack. Fuck me.
Do I get advantage, or is it just straight roll?
No, you don't get advantage because it is attacking. Cool. But yeah, you.
I wish camera phones were a thing right now. And Agatha's just like, I wish I could record this somewhere.
You take 7 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage, as it barrels into you. But I'm at
3.
So I go down. No. So I take that as one of the tusks just sort of stabs into my fucking chest.
It's not even the tusk because it doesn't have tusks. It's the hard belly flop slap as skin meets skin.
Lydia, I rolled a 16 plus 5 for a 21.
So you see it coming, you stand there, the crowd goes absolutely wild as the pig launches itself at you and hits you, and you go tumbling, and all this dust gets like thrown up, and as the dust settles, it is just Hiraeth in an embrace with a frantic, oily pig.
And I hold that pig and let it look up to the sky to see the stars.
Eventually the pig frees itself from your grasp, but that is fine because you caught it well enough, and as you stand up covered in dust and oil and a little bit of like foliage from the tumble that you took, you go to the gate area, and you are presented from Trevor with a hamper that it's like a beautiful like basket, and inside the basket is cheeses and breads and like fruits and vegetables and bottles of wine, and there's a little bottle of mead in there. Like a lot of businesses all donated like one small thing for all of these prizes for anybody that can catch a pig.
I love it. This is so Suffolk country town. I love it.
Yeah. Cool. Anyone else gonna go for the slippery sausage?
I think Sonny will give it a go.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
100%.
You part with one.
Sonny's going to take his sandals off. He's just in shorts when he goes into the pig pen.
That pig is like really, really it's really riled up now. That was a very odd experience for it. It didn't expect. That pig has never been violent in its life. It's really questioning things now.
Who am I?
Who am I? It's also quite kind of like knackered and from racing about. You pay your 1 copper piece and you enter the arena.
Can I walk to the center and then can I get down on all fours?
Oh my god!
Not like knees on the ground, but like hands on the ground. Yeah. And I want to try and meet the pig's eye. Lydia, I'm angling for an animal handling check.
That's perfect.
To try to mount the pig.
Okay.
Not sexually, Lydia.
No, I know, but
wait, you pulled like such an insane shot face. He's he rides out like it's.
Yeah, fully, totally get all of that. You did say you mount the pig though, so I think you're to blame.
No. Someone made a game called Slippery Fucking Sausage.
Somebody.
Yeah, so I think the plan is to meet the pig's eyes. You know, he's got horns, so he's got that like nature, like will of the beast thing. And when the pig runs close by, he's going to like grab like the pig's ear or something and throw himself over, and then like
Legolas.
Like Legolas. Yes, Miss Juggerway, you do have to make eye contact before you mount the pig.
Miss Chocolate made it. Yes, she made it. Okay, so I was. If it had been anything other than mounting the pig, I would have given you advantage. But this pig's never been mounted before, so I think it's going to be a straight roll.
I'm very small.
But give me animal handling, please.
I don't get advantage.
You don't, no.
What if I don't mount it? If I just grab it with animal handling?
If you wanted to do a straight animal handling, it would be an advantage, and depending on the outcome, yeah. Well, let's see. I'll give you advantage. Let's see what happens.
I've just trying to add some flavour, Lindy. I was trying to do it differently, you know.
I'm punishing you for flavour.
Oh.
I heard that. I heard those dice rolls so loudly.
Yeah. 26.
26. You get down to its eye level, and you look at it, and you make some little huffing noises and look it right in the eye, and it was running, and then it stops and like looks at you back, and on a 26, it kind of is meandering about a little bit. It's calmed down because it's tired. You sort of see its rib cage working quite hard to like recover from the galloping.
No one's ever seen a pig's rib cage. Don't lie.
And so when it eventually trots past you, it's not too difficult for you to swiftly and calmly and with authority
Headbutt the pig.
scooch your leg over the pig. Now, you are riding an oiled pig. Please can you make a dexterity saving throw?
This is you made it wholly a different game. This is gone from catching the pig to buckaroo.
Yeah, this is I think Sunny's first rodeo.
She's probably 16. I have the pig. I've taken charge of the pig.
Well, the pig rolled a 4 to get you off it, so
Jesus, take the pig.
You stay on the pig, and the pig trots itself back to Trevor for a re-oiling, and you simply get off the pig.
Oh, fuck. Jesus, take the squeal is so much better. Shit.
And you are also presented with an incredible hamper of, there's some nice, like, smelly stuff in there as well. I mean, not smelly stuff, but smelly stuff like, bath bombs rather than smelly cheese. Cool. Incredible. Slippery sausage.
Agatha, it's your turn.
You've absolutely got to, Ags.
Oh,
I feel like you have to.
Sorry, guys. Like none of the locals actually do this. We just try and like lure in like newbie suckers.
Look, Agatha, you always knew that you were different from the people. So why don't you be that exceptional person that we know you can be?
Agatha, I broke 3 ribs for this.
And you both did majestically. And look at the gifts you got.
You.
Right, have you got a spell to make us not oily or something?
I was about to say, I go, oh you, and go to hug you with like full of oil.
No.
Roll an attack and see if you get her, please. It's only fair. Or roll grapple or post grapple is more.
Can I
fair.
help by trying to hug her from the other side?
Do I have advantage because they're oily, so I can slip out?
We come from both sides. You just go, just fire into the air.
Agatha, what's your roll?
9.
I rolled an 11, so 16. 16.
You got her.
God.
Nestled in betwixt those pecs, those oily pecs. And
right, okay.
There you go. I feel like that's enough. Right?
Yeah. You both just got sticky as well now, though.
What? No, you had one dirty hand. You should have held it out of the way.
I did not.
You can't be sticky and oily. What are we? Fucking dice in a slice.
Nice.
yeah, nosebleed.
See what you did.
This is my nice new shirt I got. It's all oily now.
Well, have you got like a spell or something that can clean us up?
No.
Oh, you lie.
The only wizard without prestidigitation.
What are you like?
I don't.
We'll
I
find.
don't have it.
We'll
Is
find
there-
someone. We'll find someone.
Are there any wizards I know who have prestidigitation?
Are there any wizards?
I mean, the
There's so many
streets are
wizards.
full with students.
If anyone can prestidigitate the three of us right now, they can have my hamper.
Who would be there? Let's have a look at my board of.
I know someone who might have it.
Clench is in a different
Yeah.
game.
Oh
Clench
shit!
is-
Sorry. Yeah.
And Bodhi's in another campaign.
You know I'm talking about Kai, right?
But I don't know if he has
Good.
it because that's why I learnt my spells from. So
Oh right. Okay. Of course.
Yeah, a half. Agatha, you see Erica Lovelorn, who is a halfling that's in your sewing circle, and Gesundheit. She's a very good wizard, and she immediately kind of like runs up and goes, yes, I actually don't have any like food to take to a thing later on, so I'd really love that hamper if I could just.
Yeah, if you do,
oh, thank you so much, Erica.
Perfect.
Thank
so
you.
you
Thank
need
you.
Erica.
Yeah.
This is Erica. She's in
Erica?
my sewing.
Absolutely, really appreciate you coming in, helping out.
No problem.
It's also so mindful of you to be looking out for a gift to bring to people, and you're looking
Absolutely.
absolutely radiant today.
Oh,
I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Gosh, you're lovely.
Also, did you know it's Spria today? So basically, if you take that to someone's communal space, they'll be able to invite you in and stuff like that. It'll be really nice.
She sort of looks around to everybody else, not quite understanding, and then
not
goes,
coming
"Thank
around
you,"
you.
and takes the hamper, and then runs off with it back to her.
Mine was
back-
mostly cheese, so
Oh yeah.
it's fine. No, it's super nice. Like, people are going to enjoy it, so I'm all good with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go find Pnevma and
They're here.
Epina.
They watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I know, but like they were like stood on a bench, and we're like at the gate, right? Because we went in and. Do you
Oh, I
remember
do
that time when me and Haraith caught a pig?
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember.
like that just happened. So
Oh.
we all like dress and go and find them.
You make your way round. There's already somebody new. There's a new pig being oiled, and new people lining up to
A
play.
new pig.
Yeah, a new pig, and there are also unrelated, but
pigs
there's a
uninised?
barbecue that's starting just the other side.
This pig's fucking had it. Two goes, and it got caught both times. Stick
This
it on the
one's
barbie.
shit.
New pig.
You find them. They are surrounded by admirers already, who are kind of paying Epina a lot of attention, which she is taking with grace. But she sees you and is immediately quite happy to like scooch out of the way. And
Is she
move
slippery?
away.
What's the noise about?
No, I didn't mean to, but just like that thing of like, oh, I'm just going to separate myself
Yeah.
from you guys.
Can I look at Pnevma? Like, how is she dealing with all this? Like, is this like annoying her? Because
No, she takes it absolutely in her stride. Why don't you do an insight, in fact, on that one? I think you've newly got good insight, haven't
I
you?
do. 15.
Hey.
Pnevma, to some people, they seem like a funny little double act because they're so, like, one's basically in grayscale and the other one is so vibrant. And to anybody else, they just don't see Pnevma, and she's very, very happy with that. And she's just enjoying watching her mum, but she's very like, as soon as she sees you guys, she's kind of revived in that feeling of like, oh, the gang's back. And you head further into the borough to the street that has the little door to the Epina, which already has tables running down it. There's a couple of people there, but it's still a little bit early for dinner. And Agatha, you see Bill and Annie Dobloom coming out with various bits and pieces for the table. Oh,
Hiya.
all right, love. How
I'm
are you?
doing alright, thank you. Bill, Annie, these are my friends. This is Sunny,
Great.
Hariath. This
Hi.
is Pnevma.
All fancy people from the school. That's lovely.
You guys are looking so wonderful today.
Oh, thanks. We haven't put our party frocks on yet. These are clothes we're happy to sweat into, but thank you all the same. That's nice.
You know, you can look wonderful in anything.
They do the best bread, by the way. Like, so if you ever need any baked goods, you should definitely go to them.
Yeah, you want to try our spicy
Excellent.
buns as well. We've got like the swirly things here. You want to try some of them later. Yeah. No, it's Annie that comes up with the names. I don't know. I just put the cinnamon in.
Fucking slippery sausage off the dough, but cannot say roll.
Yeah, one of those swirly things.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah. We're fab. We're great. It's business is booming. We haven't seen you in a while though, so I assume you're doing well up there.
I'm trying.
She's absolutely smashing it. She's doing.
She's
so
incredible.
Good, you know,
She's
you're
wonderful.
doing us proud.
She's
doing us proud.
She's so great.
I'm trying.
She's doing so good.
Thanks.
Our own Ags. God, look at you. You're a wizard, aren't you? Look at that.
I know.
So good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Anyway, we're going to finish with this. And, look at them flowers. Are they for the table?
Yeah. We picked them.
Yeah, we picked them. Like it's that and this, which I'm not really.
What are you holding?
What's that then?
The like
right.
the fruit roll up. It's the
Bill comes forward and like snaps a bit off and eats it and goes, Christ! What?
I wouldn't. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Sorry.
What are you trying to do like that?
I don't know. I thought some people might like it.
It's a delicacy.
Yeah.
I take a bit and put it in my mouth.
Roll a Constitution saving throw with advantage for being Faye.
Thank God, because that was a 3 and a 4.
It's a delicacy.
I got a 3 and a 4, so that's a 5. So I go, it's a delicacy.
You eat it, and it's one of those things where you would have been all right, but you're talking as you're eating, and it catches a really delicate part of the back of your throat and starts to kind of inflame, and immediately 2 tendrils of snot come out of your nose. It just clears your sinuses out, and you begin to just cry with the sheer pain of it.
Oh, what is happening today?
I'm sorry. It's all. All right. I maybe. Okay.
I can purify it. I don't know if it would do anything. Oh, Hariah, you were right.
Oh, Hariah.
Put that away.
What is this?
I'm sorry. All right. I maybe shouldn't have brought it. I thought maybe I just didn't have the constitution for it, but.
That is not for eating. That no. You don't eat that.
Oh, it could be like fly paper.
Bill hands you like a tea towel to like get the goo from your face. Yeah, I'd stick that in the fire. It'd probably make quite a nice smell in the house, but you don't want to eat it. It's not for eating that. But I'll get a tray with some water in it for them flowers.
A tray?
Oh, thank you. A vase, I think Bill means.
Well, it's a centerpiece. I was sort of imagining. A
yeah.
centerpiece that kind of goes out, so a tray makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Nikki's never seen a floral centerpiece before.
I mean, I've never been in a place with a floral centerpiece, but what the fuck do you mean to put them on a tray?
Not like a shallow tray.
What do you mean then?
Well, guys, back me up. You've got like it's the sort of floral centerpiece is often like
In a vase?
horizontally inclined rather than vertically inclined. So you sort of pop it in a tray that's got water.
It's like what you see like on coffins, except on a table.
Do you mean on coffee?
And not on coffins and not shaped like Grandad.
Tom.
Okay, according to chat, I'm the insane person. I guess I just don't have a fancy life, guys, alright? I'm just a salt of the earth bloke, you know?
I mean, to be fair, I only really know about them because I recently went to a wedding where, as I was going out the door, somebody thrust one upon me, and I was very happy to have them in my home, but I'd also never had one of those things before. Anyway.
Yeah. they're not like just laying. They're like in.
When she said tray, I thought she was going to lay flowers down on a tray.
No.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rooney.
Yeah, Bill's got it.
Right,
I love they see you. Sorry, I haven't been in lately, but yeah, just.
No, you're
busy,
right. You're right. We're just, we've been quite busy, so we've come in less. So we've not even seen your mum and dad that much.
Why are you so busy? Any reason? Like, not that that's a great thing, right?
Yes, so Annie's been a little bit unwell, and so we're only open half of the days now, like every other day, and that's fine. We're hoping she'll be on the mend soon, and she sort of turns. These people, by the way, are husband and wife dwarves. Bill has like dark shaggy hair that kind of like hangs round sort of down and just about touches his shoulders. Annie has blonde hair that is in those braids that kind of scoop round her ears, they are late middle age for dwarves.
Have they thought about like taking on help at all, or is it like a you don't say that?
From time to time, they have like, you remember a time when they did deliveries and they had a delivery boy, but they don't really want to share their recipes with people just yet. They also always sort of hoped that they'd have children that they could hand all this stuff onto, but they never did.
Never got around to putting a bun in the oven.
Please don't say that out loud.
That was Divisia Sensus. Goodbye forever.
Never come back. Okay. Anna, if you're ever like not feeling great, like, can she come to the sanatorium? Does it serve?
Yeah.
Come
That
to the
like
sanatorium.
ground floor often has people that are just like getting over chronic ill. Well, I was gonna, and then I just thought, don't make a fuss.
Look, come up. You can see me if I'm like working. And Master Al Qaedi is so good and he's so lovely, and like it's worth it just to see him, if I'm honest.
Oh, really? Well, that's tempting. Now you put it like that. Maybe I'll pop in tomorrow or something like that. Are you going to be in tomorrow?
Will I be in tomorrow?
It's a day 2, so no. But you would be on the 2nd.
I'll basically I won't, but I'll be on this day, this time.
I'll come in when you're in. That's great. Thanks. I'm tired all the time, and my bones ache, and I just think I'm not old enough yet to really be feeling like this.
Do you mind if I try something? I've been taking clerical studies, so I might be able to help some.
Sunny's really good at this stuff.
Oh, you're a healer, are you? All right. All right.
It's a big word, but I do try my best. I'm shit at medicine checks. I might just bust out a spell.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not shit at medicine checks. Why did I think medicine was intelligence? Can I do a medicine check first before I?
Yes.
Mate, are you kidding me? You're busting out a spell to help a sick woman. What a waste.
19 on the dice plus 6, so 25 on my medicine check.
Wow.
Incredible. Yeah, she has a kind of, to your eye.
I can hear your bones from here.
She's got a particular kind of illness that is it's actually pretty serious, and you don't know the name of it, but it's affecting her joints and making movement really tough. And you essentially, what you gather from this is Annie is very, very tough to not be complaining about the pain that she's in, and it's not surprising that she feels very exhausted all of the time.
Right. I think definitely you should go see to Master. I always struggle with that word. Master. There you go. Master Al Qaedi. But like, do you mind if this might ease your day a bit? But like, it's
anything.
It's not fixed. Lydia, cure wounds,
yeah,
or lesser restoration. What's going to give her some respite today?
Cure wounds, I think, would be better than lesser restoration right now.
I was originally thinking lesser restoration when you said like it's probably not something I can fix. And lesser restoration is a fixed thing. Cure wounds is going to be more of a. This is like your joints are still going to be like cracking away at each other, but they'll have a bit more to crack away at for today. Like
I always imagine cure wounds to be a bit like a sort of IV of ibuprofen. So
lethal. Great, good to know. I'm going to make a note of that.
You've got a nice anti-inflammatory going on.
I'll do a cure wounds, but like, look, you know, like it is a day of rest and whatnot, so you know, do take it easy.
Yeah, thank you. God, that feels great, actually. Yeah, that's lovely. I might even be able to crack out a little dance later, just slow, but you know, maybe a little bit.
Just be careful, but do go see someone. You know.
Yeah.
Every time Agatha has told someone that something's going on, she's been right so far. So yeah, you've got to pay attention.
Yeah, I think the custard should hire me if this wizarding thing doesn't work
maybe
out.
Make a good custard.
I think maybe we can even aim higher, guys. You know, like
but
maybe
also
not a custard.
But also, you know, I mean, custards are often they're not magic, but imagine if they were. You know, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, like
it's an idea, definitely. Look, we should go see your parents.
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
like, take it. You know, Annie, like just take it easy, right? But definitely don't go see someone when you get the chance.
Yeah,
and
thank you. Yeah.
Don't put it off because you're busy, right? A day of the bakery being closed is worth years on your knees. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Day after tomorrow, I'll go. What afternoon time after we've closed up, because you know we're like early to rise, early to shut,
early to rise, early to prove. You know.
Yeah.
Bread,
well, we prove overnight, but yeah, I won't go into
bread.
it. Yeah.
Bread rises is what I'm saying. I was just
I get
having
it.
a bit of fun with it, Annie.
You are having fun with it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how you make bread.
Oh, well, if you want to come in, I'll show you. I
would love to at some point.
Yeah, at some point, yeah. All right then, not now. Yeah, all right. No, that does make sense. Not now.
Oh, now?
And then just sort of when we like begin to head off, Sunny's just going to turn to Pnevma and Epina and just go. Agatha like knows everyone around here and is so good with like, you know, knowing what everyone does and like how they're doing and stuff, and she's been like right on loads of so many things like to do with like investigations and stuff that was going on.
I honestly it is so nice to be able to be immediately like a local, don't you think, when you have somebody who has lived here this whole time. And I can't wait just to kind of sit down, and I want to hear every story, and I want to know what you're planning to do. I want you just to hear everything that you've been up to and what you plan to do in the future, because this is very fun, but I want even more.
Absolutely.
And
we can certainly try. Yeah.
Are you popping into the Epina?
Yeah, I'll see if the families are back.
You go in, Mel's not there, but Pete and Tracy are, they're sort of lightly bickering over what is going to be given to the meal, the outside meal.
Can I overhear, just so Agatha can come in with an opinion?
Yeah, roll perception otherwise, because if you want to stay a bit further away to listen.
13.
Okay. Essentially, Pete wants to go out with a couple of nice bottles of mead with some juice and then some of the experimental stuff. And Tracy's saying, can we just give them the cheap stuff? Don't give them a good bottle and then the stuff that no one's going to want to drink. Just send the cheap stuff out that is not going to kind of cost them. And he's saying that he should be in charge of like what mead they send out. There's this whole kind of conversation. It's like, you do that, I'll do. This is my area. I should decide.
Hey guys, how about take a few bottles of what you said, Dad, and Mum will take some of the cheap bottles too. All right, because you know, then there's variety for everyone and everything gets used. Yeah?
We've missed you, my girl. We've missed you. How are you doing, my love? He kind of pulls you in for a one-armed
Hi,
hug.
Dad. Yeah, we're doing all right. Oh, Mum, Dad. Pete, Tracy. This is Epina. This is Nevma's mum.
They kind of, I won't, otherwise it's going to be once again me just trying to do 7 different accents and it's the one woman show, but there's a kind of brief introduction where you can see that they're both quite flummoxed by her because she's such a presence, but they very quickly become like adult chat.
Yeah.
They're the parents, they're the grown-ups, boasting about, oh no, your child seems amazing, no, your child seems so polite and so good. And yeah, so essentially for the next couple of hours there's going to be like lights bringing out things, making that long table really nice. Yes.
Sorry, just when they're adult chatting, can I message Pnevma?
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Are you doing alright? Is it going okay? You happy?" Like,
I'm really good. This is like so cool, and you know, I just yeah, it's so cool. Yeah.
Just
like it.
I'm just checking in, you know.
Thank you. That you are like in a room with a bunch of people talking, and then you two doing like
they're all talking. They're doing adult conversation. I deliberately waited for that.
Agatha and Horiath are just like, or Agatha's just like, what do I do with it?
Horiath sees Never and Sunny doing that, and Horiath just goes up to Agatha and goes,
You should throw it away.
I can't,
it's
but like,
poison.
But what if Udon
give it
finds
to
out?
Pete.
We
I
will.
can't kill my dad.
Oi, Peter!
No. Like, he will eat it and
Yeah?
Peter,
No.
your daughter's got
Sonny?
some absolutely mental, spicy, sweet stuff.
Dad, it's so hot. Like, you don't...
Oh, I've had a curry or two in my time. I bet it's absolutely fine.
All right, wait. All right, and I'm going to take off the smallest bit.
I honestly thought you were going to say, I've had a curry already this morning.
And as she takes off the smallest bit she can,
No, Pete!
I take another chunk and give it to him.
No.
He rolled a natural 1 on his Constitution saving throw, and just
He
immediately
dies?
like doubles over and is like, ah!
I've had a curry or two in my time.
They were cool. Oh, Dad. I'll go.
Agatha, why would you do that?
It's poison.
I said not to. I
It's
thought
okay.
someone
It's
might
okay.
like it.
I was hoping he might be okay. Can I just lesser restoration? Pete?
Where were you this morning?
What? I was busy.
Oh, no.
I had stuff coming out of my nose.
No, I
It's
was
still
dealing with,
coming
I was
out.
dealing with Annie.
It's-
Guys, I've only got 2 sets of hands. Right, Peter, you alright? You can get up on the floor now.
he was just sort of on his hands and knees, vomiting up
Oh no, mate.
onto the ground, and he stands up and like tears streaming down his face and goes, "Thanks for doing that, Sonny. That is."
Peter, you need to chew your food more. I can see basically half a croissant in that.
I'll get them off.
Gotta eat quick in our profession. Agatha,
Oh,
why?
we needed to bring something, Dad, and like I ain't got time to
Clean
make
that up. Clean that. Clean.
I've already I already got them
Pete,
off.
what have you been working on recently? And I kind of give Agatha like a bit of a look.
And I go,
What's the new batch?
He pours himself some water as he walks you through to the back, and it's banana mead. Real lumpy.
That sounds.
I didn't quite like mash them up quite right. I'm hoping in the
They're
fermenting
just whole
stage.
and in skin. Like, just...
It's quite actually. You really feel it in your shoulders when you're mashing bananas, like when you've got like 200 bananas. But I think in the fermenting process it will like even out a little bit more, and I'm hoping for that like creamy honey flavor. You know what I mean?
Is it ready to be like tried at all?
I wouldn't if I was you. No, that will be rank right now because it's sort of you've got to let the sugars really go. But when it is time, you could probably try one of these. I've got a hazelnut mead if you want to try. That's about ready to try. He gives you like a little like taster spooner of For once, it's not like thick and solid. It's actually like a normal like liquid, and it's really good. It's really good.
These are fully sounding like good shit. I was fully expecting you to be like, come.
Sausage.
Sausage meat. Hey, Dad, where's Mel? Why didn't she help it? Oh, I mean, I know why she's not.
She left. Some person came to the door earlier on, and she went off out.
Who came?
I don't know. There's a boy that comes in here quite a lot. Do you remember that one? She poured honey on his head.
Henry.
I did it. Good lad.
He came round. I don't know. I mean, he honestly, I don't really like him for her. But
No.
He's
He's
you know what
terrible.
Mel's like. You can't tell her. You can't tell her nothing.
Yeah.
She's gonna eat him alive. You know.
Yeah.
You know our Mel. She eats him up. She spits him out. I wouldn't tell her not to.
Nah. She can handle her own.
Yeah,
Cool. That's
yeah.
good to know. I just wondered.
She's like your mum in that way. I always felt, your mum could have had anyone, and she went with me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're great, Dad. Like, why wouldn't she want you?
Yeah, because she could have been living in a castle right now. You know what I mean? And she went with a meadery instead.
It's much comfier here than it is in castles.
Is it? You're from a castle, are you?
Well,
You're from a castle. He's getting more like South London dad by as the fucking days go by.
is it though? Yeah.
From a castle, are you?
I've been in a few. It's much nicer here.
Is it? I always imagine it can be quite drafty.
Drafty, absolutely.
Anyway, great
and
chat, but we can.
Yep, good.
He sort of hands you a tray of like the sort of clay mugs. Well, I don't mean to put you to work, but do you want to pop them outside on the table?
Yeah. This is Spria. This is Spria.
Yeah, mate. You got to do
as I
something,
walk out with
something
it.
you don't normally do. Hard work. And then he just gives Sonny a tray. Oh no. Pete, you're bringing any kombucha?
Yeah, he brings out a few bottles for you. He's got some light things that he's been fermenting that aren't alcoholic, especially for you.
Sonny drinks. Sonny likes kombucha, and now Nikki likes kombucha.
Yeah.
I spent £2.50 on a single kombucha today. It
Yeah.
was very fucking good though.
He is.
I'll make you
It's
some.
worth it. It's worth
Please
it.
do.
Right. I'm just gonna stick this sticky thing on a plate.
You just put it in a bag.
Like, if Ujon turns up because Hiraif invited them, then like they can't see in the bin, so I'm gonna put it out.
Why is you not going through bins?
No. But like if if they turn up, they'll be like, oh, where's the thing like I gave you?
Put it on a plate and put it in the centre of the table then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah?
what I'm doing.
I mean, you could literally, you could just let
But
it
if you
be
put it
and
cent-
see what.
But if you put it in the center of the table, people will eat
Yeah.
that maybe are just like
Can we put
normal.
like a warning sign that says "mad spicy"?
Or what if they
Spria.
made like a game of it to like raise money for the thing, like a copper piece to try it, and like if you don't,
Are you
Cry.
hot enough to handle? Are
Yeah.
you sticky enough? Are you?
So what is game? Because you eat, and then if you don't die,
You get your
win.
money back. If you don't cry, you get your copper back. If you do cry, the copper goes to charity.
Okay.
yeah, is that?
I like
So
that.
Let's do that, dear. Let's do
It's
that.
like
But
a
let's put it
challenge.
separate from normal food, yeah?
of
Right,
course.
but yeah, we can really capitalize on people's like toxic masculinity and stuff. Henry's like first up.
Yeah, that, like, to be honest, that is what I was thinking. I thought it might be fun for some people to like be like, do you want to eat? Try it.
Nice. So, few hours of this sort of setting up pass, and if you would like to see if you can, I'd say that it wouldn't be too difficult to like set up at the end of the street so that you get like foot traffic of like a little sign that says, can you, I don't know, what would
Are
it
you
say?
hot or sticky enough to handle
And or
I think just
hot and sticky
No.
endurance challenge?
are you hot enough?
Wet ones.
Hot and sticky ones.
Hot and sticky ones. You and what is it, like a copper piece to
Copper piece
play?
to go.
A
If
copper
you
piece
don't
to
cry,
try.
you get your copper piece back.
Yeah.
Right, let's have somebody
Nice.
needs to do like a performance check to like draw people in.
Not me.
It's Ring of Fire. Because I can only imagine what it's going to feel
Yeah,
like.
but it becomes the
Yeah.
Ring of Fire in the morning.
Yeah. Right, I think we need you to like pull people in because people just sort of ignore me normally.
And
Roll
I'm really
performance
short.
for me, please, right?
Come one, come all, to get your face burnt alive.
Tell you what, Epina will give you advantage because she's going to
Oh,
stand next
thank
to you.
you.
It's the two of you.
She's gonna give me one just by being nearby.
Yeah. Well, the first was a 16, so the second was a 13. Not quite as good, but still fun. What is it? What did I say the first one was? 16. That's 22.
22. The two of you get up a little banter, loud banter that people can hear that sort of draws people in, and I will say that you make what is that, like essentially 52 copper pieces. So five, whatever that is, you know what.
Yeah.
what
Five and two.
It's all going to the charity fund anyway.
you got like a little pouch of your copper pieces. Over the next few hours, people go by, and when the first person just begins to cough and vomit and cry and snot, it sort of attracts other people, and then one by one you get these men who are like, oh, and then you give it a try, and most people begin to openly weep as they eat it, and so most people don't win their copper piece back.
I was once
I
at a
think
fair where you paid £5 to get punched in the stomach, and if you didn't, if you weren't winded, you got your £5 back. I didn't do it.
I think at the end of that time, I'm just going to sort of look down at my feet spattered in sick, piles of sick all over the place. And just go,
Agatha is cleaning it up as we go because it's this is really
good.
horrendous.
It's like, this was worth it.
It's for such a good cause.
Not even a gold
Spria.
piece. Yeah, I imagine the any tavern or inn or pub or whatever would have bags of sand for when people vomit, and then you just have to shovel it up and stuff. So Agatha's a pro at
Agatha's used to this.
nice. And the evening sort of sets in, and you get this moment where a lot of the doors of the buildings along the road that the Epina is on, the doors open and people come out with their trays of whatever it is that they're bringing, casseroles and stews and breads and salads and drinks and
The
jugs
street is incredible. This is the street Agatha lives on.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it like
it's-
the beginning of Beauty and the Beast, except they all keep walking into her because they don't notice she's there? They go to Baker with, oh, fuck.
Well,
Bill.
on this street, you have quite a few businesses, small local people businesses, and you also have some residents as well who all kind of go, I make a really good, flatbreads, garlic flatbreads, and so they bring their thing. There's a potter that works on the street, and he brings out plates for everyone to eat on, and also there's somebody whose business is an ice maker, so he brings out a huge trough of ice cubes for people to have in their drinks, which is very fancy, and you all sit down to eat, and a whole little by little the people that you've invited kind of trickle in and sit down. So it's really nice. You've got quite a few students there. You've got Hazes and Mal, you've got Udon and Connor and Prime, and who else did you invite?
I just immediately ripped down the Ring of Fire sign when Udon turns up. Everyone loved it.
I think honestly, I think Udon would be quite proud.
Yeah, fair. Also, as this all's happened, Agatha has been doing that mingling thing of introducing people.
when Udo comes,
Udo.
Udon comes, I just sort of look at him and kind of like pick a little strand of snot and goes, "You got me. You got me."
Ryeth. Remember, best behaviour.
Oh.
Remember.
Spria.
I keep thinking of that TikTok of the dog where they've got like a handkerchief and they just keep like. Have you seen that one where the snot just keeps coming and coming? Oh, TikTok. So I'll do a quick
TikTok reference.
The ice maker is a white dragonborn called Donrun. There is Jamie de Nevin, who's the potter. There's two lovely women who run a laundry service called Jess and Lucky Turner, these are people who are good friends with the Fife Fields, so they would be the people that you would chat to, not swinger types.
Well, you did this. You did this.
I know. I will leave the Fife Fields' private life private.
What they do in their spare time is up to them.
Oi, have you tried my banana mead?
He's been sharing yeast with the bakers. I'm just
No. And a lovely evening is had by all. Epina is very happy to. She's heard all the stories already because Nevma's told them all, but she wants to hear them over again. Of like the evening when you had the children arrested.
Sunny's deliberately
child.
centering Pnevma, or most often Pnevma or Horiath or Agatha. Because he doesn't think these two are going to do enough of a job selling how competent they are.
You're being a generous storyteller, is what you're doing. Yeah. And she wants to know what like you're doing. What's your plans? What are you up to? What's going to be your Golden Griffin Cup? She wants to hear those stories. Are you doing anything adventurous in the next few weeks? She just wants to hear everything, and unless you want to particularly keep anything from her, I think Pnevma will sort of spill all, basically.
Yeah. I'm also just going to explain to everyone, we're going to go gather some stuff from Beetles. By the way, if you're all free tomorrow, maybe during group, I have a presentation to go through with you all.
That sounds great.
I just did some research, and I just wanted to share it with you.
You said you were going to do some research.
Yeah.
No, I can't wait to hear what's come from it.
Yeah.
Why did I immediately think that I was going to be in trouble?
No. I researched.
That's the day after.
Right. Okay. Good. I'm looking forward to it.
That sounds great. You're so good at the books and stuff in a way that I just really struggle with. So I'm so glad that you've put that together and translated it all for us. Helps keep us all focused.
That's fun. Yeah. I get books. People.
So at some point, Mel returns and sits down to dinner with Henry. She has absolutely rinsed Henry. She has 5 new dresses, a couple of new pairs of boots. She has a hair clip and the harp strings. And you sort of see she enters and he's can't quite keep up with her, but he sort of stands next to her when she comes to a halt and tries to put his arm around her, and she just, with not even looking at him, she just pushes him away with one hand, and but she allows him to be present in this sort of holiday day, and that's enough
nice
for
for
him.
her.
And until a little bit later on in the day when he's put some drinks away and he lunges in clumsily for a kiss, and she just slaps him so hard around the face. And I would love to say that he learns his lesson about reading signals when it comes to making a move on somebody, but I think we all know he does not.
Well, I think we all know that awoke something in him.
Additionally, Hayes corners you, Horiath, and so. I've been told to recruit you for the tug of war. You're in, right?
Of course. Do I look out? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so in.
Right. So it's really do enjoy yourself, but don't eat too much because we've got to beat the custards, right? No magic allowed. It's got to be pure strength. You look very warm. You need to maybe warm up because you look very, very tense.
Yeah, no, I'm just excited for let's go.
We'll be the only paladins. Everyone else is a fighter. So so we can't let the side down.
No, for sure. We're gonna win. We're gonna get it. Like I can't wait. Spria.
I didn't really realize, is that something that they do in this city? They just say it?
No, we don't.
It's my first Spria. I apologize. It's even Tom's got lost in it now. And Horaith just sort of goes, let's go. What time?
Well, I think we've got about an hour, so
brilliant.
Let's sort of.
Horaith's just eaten a whole brie to himself. It's like, oh fuck.
Maybe just finish whatever you've got on your plate, and then we can go and meet the fighters to kind of get this grey tiefling with dark hair swept up into a ponytail. Sort of says, we'll just slip out and go and meet up once you're ready to do so.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, are you one of the fighters?
No, I'm a credence. Remember how we're in the same.
I genuinely thought you were talking about someone new. I've embodied
describing hazes because some people haven't.
Also, Tom, you've been doing the arm thing because it's hazes.
Can Agatha just come over? Just.
Udon gave me some really spicy food earlier, and it's just of course. Let's peel away at some point. And
have a little glass of water before you do. Yeah. Cool. And she gives you a pat on the shoulder and goes back to sort of sit with Malvolio.
I think I just sort of stand there in that position, just nodding for for a minute.
God. Horaith. Oh my lord.
That is
and
so
look back at the two of you and just kind of go, what
I think
happened?
you've been hanging around me too much.
God,
I'm meant to be the awkward one. I don't think I've ever been that bad.
Mate, you spoke to her this morning too, like it's rough.
Yeah. She's in your class and you forgot.
That's why you know her.
Yeah.
She also just before you said that said we're the only two paladins, and then you said, "Oh, are you a fighter?"
It's fine. It's fine. Act a bit drunk. Yeah, we'll just say you've had too much meat. Yeah.
I know who she is.
You take some time to be absolutely mortified, and then you go and meet up with some other people. Cole is another member of the team, and Cole has brought some of their friends from Knight's class. And here's the thing: the custards come out. They're not in uniform. They are walking in sync with one another, trying to be like they've practiced.
Wait. Is Tanner on the team?
Tanner made the team this year.
Yes, go on, Tanner.
Tanner's not always on the team, but it's his wish every year to be on the team, and this year he made it. He's been working out special. They walk out. There's a thick rope along a street with a white line painted on the middle, white lines on the ground. You've just got to get the white line over one of the, I don't need to explain the tug of war. Oh God.
I think we talk about Lily. That's a very high fantasy concept that you've come up with. And we need way more details.
Absolutely.
So
what is rope?
Tom, I'm going to
Yes, mate.
I'm going to be the custers. You're going to be your team, and I'll allow you to put your athletics into, everyone can basically have your athletics.
Okay.
score.
I'm nervous. Why am I more nervous about this than about potentially dying at the hands of old people?
You've got to impress Paces.
I genuinely, can I just say, out of character, I genuinely don't know where that last sort of 5 minutes went. My brain has actually just gone, what?
To be fair to you,
Yeah.
you, Tom, the person, has had a
day.
a few hours.
You've had a day.
You've had a few hours, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to do opposed athletics checks, and it's essentially best of 3.
Cool.
Who wins. If it is we'll keep it simple. I could make it more elaborate, but we won't. So first, you are holding the rope, and there is Tracy Fifield with a handkerchief in the middle, who quite kind of theatrically goes, and go, and
Incredible.
Well
Great
done.
job, Trace!
Well done, man.
We love to see it.
the first
roll?
roll is bad for custers.
Come on, Custard.
It wasn't very good for me either.
It's a 9 for the custers.
Oh, that was an 11.
Okay.
A 6 plus 5.
Immediately, as soon as the rope goes taut, both sides kind of, it's dusty underfoot, and there's quite a lot of scrabbling to get some purchase on the ground. But the students pull. There is somebody nearby that's from the school. You got Tracy Fifield on one side, and on the other side there's somebody from school who's making sure that no magic is cast from anybody, because the custers care a lot about that. Second
for sure.
roll, so 1 to the students. Second roll. Oh, very good. So 23 for the custers.
It was the same. I rolled a 6 plus 5, 11.
on, Tanya.
So the custers have they've got their heels into the dirt, and they've got into a sink of pulling, and you have hazes in front of you, you've got Cole behind you, and you're getting pulled forward, and you can see that white line is very, very close to going over the line. Final roll, this is it, this is the decider.
Solorea for Spria!
I've got to say, you've only got to beat an 8.
It wasn't quite a nat 20, but it was a 19 for a 24.
Oh my god, a 24 as opposed to an 8. I would say the absolute adrenaline and you shouting Spria for Spria means
that's like someone going, Bank Holiday!
St. Paddy's!
You pull so hard that the first person at the front of at the very beginning of the line of custers, they catch their own foot and they fall over, and the rest of the custers just fall face first into the evening dust, and the students win. The tug of
For
war.
Kwanzaa! I turn round and hug Cole and sort of lift them up, using my dancer's feet.
Cole just disappears off into the clouds.
And then I turn to the tiefling.
Oh, Tom, no!
And kind of go, yeah, okay, and I give her a big hug and go.
You kind of trap her arms into her sides. She doesn't get her arms round you, and her hands suddenly trapped.
Look, I'm very sorry for forgetting you. I know who you are. I know I know very much.
No, that's
who
all
you
right.
are.
It's you. You're very popular, Hiraeth. I know you're very popular.
No,
and,
no.
It's fine. I know. You know. You don't. We don't. It's fine. You can just
Listen.
Right.
Listen. Look, the night's getting late. And I go. I think. It's Spria. Would you like to go for a coffee at some point?
Oh, at some point. Like on a date.
Unless, I mean, would you like?
No, I'd really like to.
Oh, you'd like
so
to?
much, Hiraeth, but I thought you had this thing going with that pink second year. Are you not with the second year?
No, very much not so. No, absolutely, genuinely, absolutely not. I know that now that I've kind of said no a lot of times, it makes it sound like a lie. I genuinely don't mean it to be a lie. It's just that I no.
Well, I guess a coffee date would be really lovely. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, we can do this. It's not going to make class weird, is it? It's going to be fine. We can just that would be cool. Yeah.
Oh, it'll make class weird?
No. I'm saying it won't make class weird.
Wouldn't.
It's going to be absolutely
cool.
Made for each other. Tom, what's her name?
Jesus.
Yeah.
There we go.
I just kind of go. Okay. Cool.
She sort of awkwardly saunters away because she can't think of a reason to sort of extricate herself, so she just wanders back.
Both going the same direction.
Cole, I don't know what's happening to me.
I don't. I'm not really sure I know either. But would you like me
drinks?
Yeah.
Drinks
Okay.
right now. Drinks. You coming?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Spria.
You head back in the Epina direction, and everybody's still in that street. Everyone's kind of stayed outside. No one wants to go in, and Mel is playing her lyre and getting she is for a long time she's very much the center of attention, playing extremely beautifully, but then Epina begins to dance to the music, and she is very, very beautiful as she dances. It's a really incredible dance. Agatha, you see Mel's face is fucking thunder at having the spotlight taken away from her and her lyre music.
Is she got an angry face while playing the harp?
Can I just go over to her and just be like, right, that's my friend's mum, yeah? Play nice. She's only here for a day. Relax. I hope you enjoyed your present to say sorry for the dresses.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah. I knew you could handle him, but like...
That's the best present you've ever got me.
A boy.
You can do that one again.
All right, I will. By the way, I just borrowed another one of your dresses. Okay, bye.
Why?
Agatha.
That's Henry every 3 minutes walking up to Mel going, Mel! Oh.
Hey.
Nice. It's a lovely rest of the evening. It's a beautiful balmy night, and you wander back to the school and to the cloister once it is very much dark and it is just a starry evening, and you can still hear that the city is going to party on into the wee small hours, but you guys do have schools, so you part ways from Epina and you all head back. So, unless there's anything else, you can long rest. And we are in the first of Aeson, of summer.
Exciting.
First of Aeson.
Fast.
So,
13 episodes, 1 month.
1 month.
One.
1 month done.
You are in group, and Agatha has a presentation to make.
Oh, right, okay, right. Everyone, okay. So I don't know when you want to go do this beetle stuff. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just flicking. Agatha is flicking through her book.
I'm gonna, while you're flicking through your book, I'll point out that you had said you'd go in the next day off, which you've got
12 days, right?
the first today. No, it's not 12 days from today. It's 12 days since the last one, which gives you it's basically on the 5th of Asin. So you've got 4 days until you would want to leave to do the beetle hunt.
Perfect. Right, okay. So, I did like some research on these beetles, yeah? And, there it is. Okay, and Agatha just starts getting out, like, it's like the shittiest piece of chalk ever because she doesn't have nice chalks. Right, okay, but here,
Shall I hold it? So I can...
yeah, if you... Right, okay, so these are the beetles, right? They're called Lydia, how do I pronounce it?
I forget, but I can just remind myself real quick. I think it's
Tripitia.
it is Tripitiri.
Okay,
no.
Tripitiri.
I'm a long way from Tipperary.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so these are the things we need to fight, right? So they're in the mountains in these tunnels, yeah? So it's going to be easy to get lost, and we'll probably hear them before we find them. But one thing we really need to do is stay quiet, because there are swarms of these things in there, and we will not be able to fight them all at once, okay? What we're going to want to do is lure out 1 or 2 at a time and, like, take them down quickly and quietly, okay? So this is what they look like. So they look like they've got human faces. Don't worry, they don't. That's just the shell, yeah? It's like a defense tactic. They are actually more like insects. They've got like mandibles underneath, but that's the sort of thing that we're going to want to harvest later. So they've got 6 legs, or like appendages. They use 4 to like sort of walk on, and they've got these 2 at the front that look nasty, like they might hurt if they hit you, but you're going to want them to hit you rather than this stinger, which like sits over their head, because it is filled with venom, okay? And we do not want to deal with being poisoned, so whatever happens, do not get hit by that, okay? They're big. They're sort of the size of Shane, actually.
What?
Yeah, if you imagine like
Shane?
Shane.
The bloke that's now working in the pub?
Yeah.
What a very specific example.
Well, they're like, yeah, okay. It was described that they're like the size of a full-grown dwarf or something, so.
Could have just said me.
You're not a dwarf.
I know I'm not a dwarf, but I'm quite short.
Yeah,
I'm like 4 foot tall.
Oh, you're quite tall for...
I'm not a dwarf.
Alright. Okay, so sunny size. And they can have like a 8 to 9 foot wingspan, because they do have wings, so they do fly. Hopefully, I don't know how tall the caves are, but there's a chance we're going to need some sort of range.
Wait, what are we actually harvesting here?
Yeah.
Right, well, so here's the thing. We need the shell, which I think is like the green bits I marked out there. That's fine, you can put it down. I'm not 100% sure, but I figured if we can harvest some of that venom as well, there's probably someone somewhere who we can sell it to.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I use poison, and she pulls like a dagger from her side, and she flips the top of the handle, the hilt, and points out that there's like a compartment for poison. I use it all the time, and I pay good money for really good poison.
So would you do you buy it from the school? Because I'm wondering if we could just sell it to the school.
Or
I
never.
I
just
haven't
take
done a
bunch
lot
it.
of stabbing actually since I've been here, so I haven't really
No.
topped up. But I
This is
would
sort of
have.
the first kind of stab-approved situation
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you've been in,
yeah,
because like the other
yeah.
stab-approved situation, you were stuck in a mirror.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
So I can help with poison. Is it worth me, being prepared for that?
I would, but
Just in
again, I
case.
would say we need to try and not get
Also, I'm
hit.
pretty okay with range. I got these like magic
Well,
that
this,
I do.
this was my other suggestion, is like if we plan how we're going to fight this, I think either in pairs or like all together, but like if maybe Harife and Pnevma, you're up front, you can like stab and slice. Just try not to hit that sack at the back, because that's going to be like a mess.
Oh, does
at
it
the
burst?
It might burst or it might just leak venom everywhere, and then that's just like, we don't want that.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I've never been very good at like harvesting from dead animals, other than skinning stuff that I have eaten. But maybe we want to take as much as we possibly can.
I while I maybe have the mechanical skill to achieve that, I've never done it before. So
Yeah, so I mean, what I mean though, I guess, is like as clean. I mean, seems like a funny thing to say when we could just really be killed, but maybe we try and keep it as like clean, like a nice clean head chop, and then we can take as much as we want from.
cutting off the head or
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
but how I like researched it and found how other people have done it is they like lured them out, killed them, and then like dragged the bodies to like the entrance of the cave. Because this is the other thing. If the swarm comes, we have to run for daylight as soon as possible, like get out of there as quickly as possible, and you do not want to get trapped. Okay, so we need to make sure that we're always like between them and like the way out.
And they eat.
I don't know what they eat.
I mean, if they've got fake human faces on, like they probably do something with people.
Maybe.
That's
But
just sort of the way animals usually are. If they're trying to attract a certain thing, it's usually to eat it.
yeah. I don't actually know what they eat, but what I do know is we're harvesting their shells. If we can harvest the venom, then it's at least useful for Pnevma. But also, there's some parts of them that can be used to soothe bites from like sturges and other like blood-sucking creatures. I don't know what, but again, it might be worth harvesting bits of them.
Cool, that's cool.
Okay.
Just to make stuff. So I figure what we need is the 2 sacks to fill with shells, maybe a couple more sacks to fill ourselves to like sell.
So they're used in enchantment. I don't know if that's any benefit to any of you lot, but like that's why the lady wants them.
Would it be useful for me in my sewing?
Yeah, very probably. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Pnevma points out that she has a bag of colding that you can take with you for storage. She also has a bag of holding, but that so you can have things, for storing, as long as it can fit through the top.
Yeah.
You've then got a lot of space, and the stuff that you want to keep refrigerated can go in her bag of holding. She's fairly well, like, I think Agatha, you probably knew this before, but it's occurring to you that she is really well kitted out.
Yeah.
She's got like, her bow is clearly very magical. She's got quite a few magical daggers. She's got quite a lot of like accessories and stuff that help out. And so yeah, nice.
So that vials, and then I thought it might be worth us having a couple of groups. Like, I don't know if there's a way we can practice like fighting together, just so we know we're all good.
I was about to say it was something that Philos
Philos.
Miss Phoebe.
Philos
Let me
spoke
go.
about.
Let me. I don't know what accent I'm doing. Let me go get Philos, and we can.
You
see.
did a half Pnevma, half Tracy. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah. She pops out for a bit and then comes back with Philos like in tow, and Philos basically explains that if you give her all the information that you've got, she can create a simulation for you. That's definitely one simulation day. Maybe you'd want to do that the day before, where she can create the environment from the information that you've been given. It's basically holodeck shit, where you can practice.
I love that.
Cool.
Incredible.
The last thing. Sorry. This presentation has gone on into lunch.
You don't need to apologise. It's not going to lunch.
You
dare
you
say
are
that.
doing what you do. I love it.
Don't you dare say it's going to lunch.
So I was looking at like my spells and stuff, and I'm trying I don't know if there's anything I could take that's going to be helpful, but I was thinking something like there's a spell called Web that I could like
Web.
Web.
Weep.
Web. Web.
What
What is Wib? What is Wib?
Weep. Sorry, Agfa, I don't know what you're saying. What's a weep?
You know, like spiders.
A web?
No, that's web. No, Sonny,
what
that's
I
web.
said.
She's saying wib.
Wait, no, I'm saying Wib.
No, Agatha. I don't know what happens here, but spiders make web.
No,
You're saying
you're right.
wib.
You're right. They do make webs here. I don't know what a wib is.
Oh, guys, I'm just wondering whether it's worth me learning it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
learn
that
it.
sounds really,
Learn. Definitely learn web. Yeah.
It sounds really like a really great idea.
Okay, cool.
We're just making fun because you were being really serious for a long time. We just wanted to lighten the mood.
All right. Okay.
You did a great job,
Oh,
actually.
guys.
What?
We want to kind of slip out of grip a little bit early because look, I want to show you something.
Okay, yeah, let's
Are we
go.
done? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Are you done?
No,
Yeah.
we're done.
Agatha just wants to learn web, but
Let's go. Okay. And you go out into the corridor, and she takes you to the notice board, and there is a very
never
large
noticed this
poster.
before.
there's a very large poster that has at the bottom of it like big rings with bits of fabric hanging off it, and she points to it and looks to you and goes, "Prom." And there is essentially on this poster, it says prom, which is at the end of this term, and on it has the colors with little swatches of fabric for each like thing that you could go as. So if you are inviting somebody, basically, if you're inviting somebody to prom, you can take a swatch that's the appropriate color and do your promposal, or just hand it to somebody and ask them if they want to go, and then they can take that swatch to the tailors to make an outfit, or you can make an outfit, or you can make something that they could wear that indicates what their situation is. So I'm going to then say these now. I think we all know that I took this too seriously.
In which case,
No,
Lydia,
I love
are
it.
you going to send us this information as well?
I
I'll
will
write
send
it
it.
down.
I will also put it in the Discord. But
Love
these
that.
are, for the sake of ease, I looked up Pantone colors
Okay.
Love
for
that,
official
love that.
swatches.
Okay.
The friends
Official sponsor,
only,
Wicked Game, Pantone.
the friends only vibe. The color is grape mist, and it's a kind of hazy blue.
Grape mist. I love
Grape
it.
mist is for if you are going as friends only vibe.
Pals.
Now, the color for interested in friends and flirtation is called Prism Pink, and it's kind of a cool light pink.
That was colour of
Very
the year not so long ago, right?
Pink.
Prism, say that again.
Wasn't that colour of the year not so long ago?
I do not know what
Don't
color.
worry.
Anyway, taking the day as it comes, which is a very like easy breezy, who knows, is called muskmelon.
Oh God. Christ. Is that a nice color? Because it sounds
It's a-
like.
It's kind of
sounds
a
like baby
nectarine
poo.
color. No, it's kind of a nectarine sort of color.
Okay.
Here with a date is called Fairy Wren, and it's kind of a lavender violet kind of color. Joyful Wallflower which is essentially, I'm really a loner, please leave me alone, is creme de menthe, which is a pale green. And finally, is the most daring of all the swatches, which is, I have a date, but pitch me. And that is grape kiss, which is a kind of deep Merlot purple kind of color. I'll put all these swatches.
Sorry, what's that one called? Grape
kiss.
Grape kiss. Okay.
That's that's Pnevma's other sister. That's hello. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you.
So
Michelle is very excited. Agatha is not.
So you can take, there are lots and lots of swatches. You already see people like unlocking the rings to take off various different little bits of fabric. So that is prom.
It's not like we have to pick now, right? It's not like...
Oh, no, you don't have to pick now. And whenever the swatches run out, someone will come and do like refill it. Like somebody comes past and somebody's like complaining that the colors are quite like bright and that it's not going to suit them. The fairy wren is not going to suit their complexion. And somebody else like walked past and goes, oh my God, this is nothing. Like 4 years ago, they went monochrome and it was all just different shades of gray. It was a nightmare. No one knew what was going on. There's like general chit chat and like excitement around the notice board.
Problem is, as soon as you get in a dark room, everyone's just black. Like they're all of the colours are black.
All looks the same on the bedroom floor, doesn't it?
Okay.
Tom snorting.
So I think what I'm going to say is this: we're going to skip a little bit of time, and I will say a couple of little things that will happen, and then next time we'll pick up on the day that you can kind of head off. We'll do a little bit of discussion before you head off about what that last day is like doing the holodeck stuff. But
you got to think of a different name than holodeck.
Yeah. For sure. But you have essentially 4 days to prep for leaving Solorea and finding your way to where these insects live. There's some diamond hand stuff happens in those 4 days as well. Essentially, stuff doesn't happen, but you have just joined this thing and you go to what? Oh,
it was just me doing the diamond hand.
You go to have you carve out a little bit of time where you can go and really meet everybody that's part of the diamond hand and hang out and sort of see what it's all about, because you basically just sort of did your thing, signed up, and then got distracted with other stuff. Hazes and Malvolio is there. Also, so is Prime Udon Corner. They all made it in. There is also you met the leader already, who's Athra. You know Janaris, you know Bing Bong, you know Pluto. There's also a human man named James Himble, who is from Grand Lee, and Erica Lovelorn, the halfling, who did prestidigitation.
It's just a bloke called James.
James
Fucking hanging around.
It's just James Himble.
The 6.5 foot Fey prince called Horiath is just talking to a bloke named James.
Sorry, what's Erica's last name?
That's funny because I muddled it up.
Did you just say it?
No, I have. It is
Lovely lace.
Yes, it's Erica Lovelorn.
Lovely lace.
Also, Sophrosia, who's known as Sophos Claremont, who is a human female, who's quite like, she's got blonde hair and like shaved around the side. Gwen and Kaz know her. She was your mentor along with Aloysius.
Yeah.
And there's another person you meet is a dwarf whose name is Pierre. So you basically get to know these people. And one of the things that you sort of realize is that you spend some time in these chambers as often or as frequently as you wish, and you sort of share papers and you share information about what town criers have said to try and find jobs that you can do. And sometimes those jobs involve fighting, but sometimes they're also about helping in other ways that are, I mean, it's most ideal if you help using the magic that you're learning at this school. But there is one of the big utility things that you have is this big tome in the middle of the chamber, which is explained to you that when you leave the school, you're given a version of this book yourself. It has blank pages in it that when you write in it, everyone else who has a book and this tome that stays at the school, the writing is shared amongst all of the books. So you can share information and say, oh, I'm one city over, but there's this thing happening. Can anyone quickly come and help? Or I hear that there's something coming your way or whatever.
Sort of like a World Wide Web.
World Wide Web. And also...
Just the worst WhatsApp.
It's the worst WhatsApp.
You have been added to a group. 511 participants.
Oh, God.
Shit, why have I been added to the street that I live's WhatsApp?
You also... it gives you an idea because you see some of the old things that have happened. It sort of turns into a log of stuff that has happened before. You see that last year some of the society members went to help with farms and homesteads on plains where there was a horde of gnolls that swarmed across the plains, and so some of the students rushed over to help farm people and people who were devastated by that, and but not only helping with the fight but also making anonymous deliveries so that people wouldn't become destitute by the damage. There was also a village very much north that was beset by rabid wolves, and they helped out with that. Bing Bong helped somebody when she was traveling doing her Golden Griffin Cup thing last year. She found somebody whose crop of hops was cursed, and she kind of did some investigating and then sort of got help in to sort that. There's lots of little small
Cursed
things.
beer could have been real fun. I'm sure Pete would have had a great time.
Fun. Yeah. But you sort of get the idea that there's lots of little things. I mean, they've been investigating the ankle slitters as well. They're very kind of aware of the fact that the two children who were arrested probably didn't train themselves to slit Achilles' ankles. They were probably taught by somebody, but so far their attempts to track where
Some kind of knifey Fagin type. They've been trying to track where they might have come from. And of course, now that they're arrested, it's harder to do that, but they're still, it's an active investigation. Hazes and Mal already have lots of ideas that was essentially things that they looked at for the Golden Griffin Cup that seemed too small. There's some crappy mine managers who are sending in the untrained new miners in to see if there's anything dangerous in the mine as essentially living canaries, just I wonder if there's monsters, send in all the new people, and if they make it back out, then cool. And so they sort of want to do something about that, so they're sort of already investigating that. A fucking union. Jesus.
Yeah. But they, Malvolio was all for just going there and lighting up essentially, but Hazes is very much I'm going to write a letter to law enforcement and try and work out how corrupt the law enforcement in the areas, yada yada, all sorts of things. I've done a lot of talking.
So clerical.
Love a well-worded letter to law enforcement. So sexy.
I love it when you do add that. Talk admin to me.
That is it, isn't it? The number one paladin ability is a strongly worded letter.
Yeah.
I think you'll find.
Okay, and I'd say this: Epina stays a few more days, and then she explains that she needs really to get to Grandpa Lee because there's going to be palace season soon, and she has some more training to do, yada yada, all the things that happen for courtesans in the palace season. But that she really enjoyed her time. She wants to help kit you guys out a bit for your Beatles journey, and so she's asking if she can kind of get you potions or anything like that might help as a like goodbye gift, and that I think we can work out in between this week and next week. But we will pick it up there next time and sort of do the what other things might have happened before the 5th of Asin when you're gonna head on out.
Did the prom thing say is at the end of term, right?
Yeah.
So
last week.
How long do we have until then? In time?
You've got like a month.
Okay, right.
A little bit longer than a month.
Cool.
Okay. And we're doing that like the next few days, or what we did over the next few days. Next week.
Immediate sort of like time skipping next few days, beetle situation, and then whatever's after that.
Okay.
I'm not going to go straight into Beatles now. What I'm saying is we can come in next week and you can say, I've got a list of things that occurred to me I'd want to do before I left the city to go and kill beetles.
Yeah. It's just Agatha's been doing this sewing, so I need to work out if she's got any money from it so she can go find buy components from BIM and stuff.
We'll do some rolls first thing next time. Jog my memory so I can remind myself of the mechanics that I made for arcane needlework. Cool. What I'll say is level up as well. Roll your hit dice. A good 3 sessions of holidays will get you leveled up.
So what we're learning here, guys, is take a few weeks off and you'll come back stronger.
Yeah.
Rest is important.
Yeah.
Level up.
Do we re-roll ones?
Yes, always.
Oh, God.
Why does it feel so
It's
good
level 4, guys.
when you get a
We
10?
get things.
I got a 3.
Get things. Giddy! Thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was new friends, Twitchy.
Hey.
Thank you so much. Tenglu as well. Thank you very much for following.
Thank you so much.
All of you, it makes the game so much more fun. Seeing you guys enjoy it.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week with more of the same.
More of
We will.
the same. Well, not the same.
No,
we'll
we're gonna
do.
No,
Fight
we're going to
next
play the
week.
exact same day over and over again.
Exactly the same. This is Groundhog Day right here. Maybe we'll go until Harife isn't doing crab arms. Who knows?
I can't believe you forgot her name. It's so funny to me.
You know what? That was genuinely Tom thinking that a new grey tiefling had come and sort of spoken to us, and it's because there were new people in the chat. Hi to all you wonderful people who needed to know what she looked like. But my mind immediately went, oh, this is one of the fighters that's come around and said like, all right, let's go. It wasn't.
Great.
Maybe I
So
didn't describe it well enough, but I certainly took advantage of your mistake to make it more
Yeah.
awkward.
No, I'm here for it.
Also, just a special shout out to Miss Chocobo, who is caught up so that they can watch live. Incredible
incredible.
effort.
Rock.
Genuinely incredible effort.
Thank you.
What are you going to do now? I mean,
Yeah, like.
I mean, there are 2 other campaigns that you can get started on if you want to get all of the sort of like deep cut jokes.
We've got some exciting things planned for the future, guys. So jump in Discord, follow us on socials, do all those good things. Special shout out to our friends at Dice and Slice and at some other heroes. If you like our stuff,
Yes.
you'll probably like their stuff too, especially
Yeah.
because Tom's in the Dice and Slice new campaign as well. So check them all out, and we will see you next week. No Dragon Age this week, is there?
No Dragon Age this Thursday,
No
but
Dragon
we'll be back next Thursday for a super
Same
long
time.
And
Next
a
week.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. No, go. Just leave.
Bye.
Bye.